Ian says, well, hello there. Hi, I'm says, at last. Joe Blonson says, say bastard says, smiley face. Taylani the Femboy says, I just had a whole 30-minute stream about you guys.
Girl, test my love, every single last drop. Won't be satisfied, baby, till you begging me to stop. Oops, there you go, it's the boy again. I mean, the cocky motherfucker, all he do is win. I mean, the
Ian says, technical issues, resolved. Says, please.
They say when they hear my voice, it's like promethazine. They feel when I make them moist, dripping through their veins. So I slurp them up and don't stop until they clean. Shawty getting rough, she cut me, don't give a fuck.
Joe Blonson says, I bet you had quite the stream. The Legend Jet says, not streaming to us. What are you doing? A let's play? See?
Oh my, it's the king of the icky. Fangirls worldwide saying my voice is sexy. I don't care what you say, I know one thing, shit, they all love you like I do.
Taylani the Femboy says, I am very frustrated role. Aki says, oh goody. The Legend Jet says, rated F for frustrated. Taylani the Femboy says, everything indicated I was live, but apparently I wasn't. 0852657 Louis says, I think the title says it all what to expect. 3. Taylani the Femboy says, Mom. Says, oh. Ian says, you're sort of the problem. That's what matters. Taylani the Femboy says, lol yeah. Joe Blonson says, text yellow bowl.
Meow.
The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I've moved on by my own will. I heard no.
Taylani the Femboy says, man, I have to complain about it all over again. Mogaby says, lol. Ian says, still, I had time for a cup of tea.
What it was, it's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. And what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient.
Joe Blonson says, sounds about right. 0852657 Louis says, what kind of tea?
Like vegetables I don't like. The
Joe Blonson says, not a good day without a YouTube rant honest.
Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid.
Ian says, oh, it's normal tea.
Me without me, I'm the one to blame.
Time traveling chipmunk says, hello.
I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gifts, just can't open.
Joe Blonson says, hey Chippy.
I know all about it, no one can stop it. Unless I
Ian
just have to do
says,
something
you can
about
tell I'm
it.
from the
It's
UK.
not
The
even
place
the
runs on
case.
tea.
I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had a gray haze for a
Taylani
long
the
time,
Femboy says,
no.
I've had a
I
gray
never
haze for a
found
long
out
time no
what
more.
it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me and everyone's voice.
Taylani the Femboy says, I will always jam to this.
From afar, I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the
Joe
one
Blonson says, it's gotten stuck in my head a lot lately lol. Taylani the Femboy says, Most of my peeps are from UK or EU in Ian says, catchy. Taylani the Femboy says, welcome everyone sillies.
I'm out of patience when my body is light. Let's paint the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town is tiny and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. There is no
Time traveling chipmunk says, thought I was late but it didn't even started yet. Felix Peach says, Femboys are incredibly popular in Europe. Taylani the Femboy says, oh, it'll explain in a moment should be known. Ina says, hey I can take it. Joe Blonson says, I think they're popular everywhere. 3.
All right, it didn't work. See,
Ian
it didn't work
says,
again.
yeah.
I was ranting about this for a half an hour. 30 damn minutes. 30 damn minutes you guys have been waiting for me. 30 minutes I've been
Felix
sitting here
Peach says,
streaming to
I mean, I'm 1,
nobody.
2, 3.
Streaming to nobody. None. Nada. Not a single damn person. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. OBS was like, hey, you're streaming. I
Aki
can see
says,
my
there
stream
you are.
happening on
Ian
YouTube.
says,
It's there. But am I streaming? No. Why? Why am I not streaming? I'll tell you why I'm
Felix
not.
Peach says,
Oh,
we are
why?
everywhere.
Why?
Brooke
Why
Ard says,
YouTube?
hi.
Why? Brooke, hi.
The Legend Jet
Hi,
says,
Brooke.
hey.
I'm glad you're
The
here.
Legend
I am
Jet
not.
says, XD.
Why? Why do I have to push a stupid button? Why can't OBS just be
Legend
like,
Jet
hey,
says,
I'm going
silly
live.
YouTube.
You can go live,
Ian Walker
YouTube.
says,
No, I gotta
the rant
push
begins.
a whole separate
says,
button. A
ran
whole
away.
ass separate button to just go live. So I've been sitting here 30 minutes. 30 friggin' minutes! Talking to myself. I may be a femboy, but I don't talk to myself that maybe a little bit. But seriously, I wasted a good rant. I wasted a great rant. And anybody who knows me, you know that Taylani loves to rant about things, and my Zoom's not
Joe
working properly.
Blonson says, popcorn yellow stripes smile.
Hi, everybody.
The Legend
Welcome
Jet
to
says,
Femboy
just do it
fucking
again.
THIGHDAY. Welcome to
The Legend Jet
YouTube.
says, thinkies.
Welcome to YouTube. I stream on YouTube.
Ian says,
Allegedly.
talking to yourself for 30 minutes?
God.
Sounds familiar.
I did so much.
Joe Blonson says,
I
do it
had
again.
guys. I
From
had
the
such
top.
a. I had such a great fucking. I had such a great stream.
0852657
I was
Louise
wondering.
says,
I was.
spill the tea
I
time.
was wondering why everybody was so damn quiet. Why was everybody so quiet? Nobody was responding to me in chat, and I was like, look, I was like, what's going on, guys? You need to tell me when something's wrong because people are like, oh yeah, I guess we'll just have to cancel stream. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm fucking streaming.
Joe Blonson
I'm
says,
streaming!
"Mom, tell me you got that recorded somewhere.
Oh my god. I don't know. Oh jeez. I don't know. I don't have it recorded. Obviously it didn't record anywhere. It didn't record shit. Because I don't have
Ian
my
says,
VODs recording.
Oh, please tell me
on my
there's
hard drive.
evidence.
I was on time. Exactly. 10 a.m. On
Joe
freaking
Blonson
time.
says, face pink tears.
I was on time. Like military watch synced with my friend's time. Okay? I was here. I was here. Don't you dare cancel
Time
me.
traveling chipmunk says,
Don't you dare
"Hey,
cancel me."
Head pats and hugs and smooches.
Thank you for the hugs and smooches, Chippy. I'm glad to see everybody. I greeted everybody, but we'll go through everybody once again. Ian, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you, as well as Lewis. You two, I see all over the place. I see you guys, like, you guys love femboys.
The legend jet
and I
says,
can tell.
red triangle,
I can
heart.
tell because every femboy
Ian says,
like
Jay was
clip.
on time. I
you
was
guys,
not.
you guys
Got the
comment
time
on, and I
difference
love you
wrong.
guys. By the way,
Smiley face.
I genuinely love you guys. Thank you so
Ian
much
says,
for like interacting with me so much because like it's nerve-wracking jumping on YouTube and just not knowing who's going to be there, who's not going to be there and stuff. It's a scary time. Like on Twitch I know who's going to be there because I've been doing it for 3 years, you know. But YouTube, yeah, no, that's kind of scary. So I'm really glad you guys are here. I'm hoping you enjoyed the show. And the guy, I know you're there. They might not know you're there, but I know you're there. Brooke, I'm really happy to see you. That's freaking awesome. Jet, Beanie, Aki, Azzy, I saw you guys. I saw somebody. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name because they're in characters. I don't know.
Hi,
Thank you for coming to the
says,
stream. I saw Say.
Say
Yeah.
Bastard says, upside down face.
Upside down.
Joe Blonson
I
says,
saw
"Who is this
Felix.
guy? They sound badass.
Oh, I saw someone else too. Oh, where was it? I saw somebody else too, and I'm. Okay, let's see here. Kynan? And I don't know if that's the Kynan I'm thinking it is, or if it's a coincidence. Either way, welcome to the stream. If you are the Kynan I think you are, by the way, somebody shipped us like a while back, and it was
Time
great.
traveling
It was
chipmunk
hilarious.
says, smiling face with hearts. Kiss mark.
Keenan.
Says,
Okay.
Keenan.
Okay. So you're okay. So all right. Gotcha. However, don't worry. It's because I was mixing you up with somebody else. Yeah. Don't worry. I just mixed you
Keenan
up.
Walker says, everyone always butchers my name. So I'm used to it.
I actually get that because a lot of people like to call me Taylani, and
Say
I'm kind of
Bastard
used to
says,
it now.
Spider.
I'm kind of used to it now. Like, I'm used to people calling me Taylani. But it's actually Taylani. And it's all right. You guys can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me shithead or asshole. Or you know? Okay, you can call me that too. I don't care. Just if you're going to do that, make sure I'm fake. Never mind. So, yeah, I had like all of this.
Say
Did I
Bastard
forget anybody?
says,
Chippy?
Is it Taylani or Teelani?
I think I
Hi,
said Chippy, didn't I?
Emma says, I'm going to call you a poopy head.
No, I'll call you a poopy head. Oh my gosh.
08526557 Louise says, noted. Aki says, no you can't. The Legend Jet says,
I'm
so
really
calling you
happy.
a body
I'm
is
happy
fine
that the
too.
TTS is at least
Joe
working.
Blonson says,
Also,
the
there's
Legend Jet
something
says,
working in chat.
zip.
Is that
Keenan Walker says,
subscribers? I'm
shit's
guessing
happened
so.
since kindergarten. It'll keep happening till I die. I'm fairly certain.
I
Ina
was
says,
saying.
is there a story behind the name Taylani?
Uh,
Aki says, the TTS is
look,
going
it's a little
backwards,
nerdy.
though.
Okay.
Time traveling chipmunk says,
It's a little nerdy, but I'll
Chippy
tell you
is
the story
present.
behind Taylani. Also on Twitch, my
Keenan
users
Walker says,
esoteric
also, on
cryptic.
Twitch,
So you
my
probably
user's
yes,
esoteric cryptic.
yes. Okay, cool.
So you've
All right.
probably seen me before.
So now I know your name. Your name is Keenan, right? If I read that properly. And
Joe Blonson says, nerd face.
yes, esoteric cryptic. I have seen you. Thank you for coming to the stream, by the way. I really,
Keenan
really
Walker
appreciate
says, I.
it. So here's the thing, Taylani. It's a very, very short
Keenan
story.
Walker says, I'm just too lazy to swap it on here.
I totally understand. YouTube actually makes it like really hard sometimes to really figure out what you're doing with your stupid like username and whatnot. So here's the thing. Taylani is a name I got from a book, and I always really liked it. I'm a big nerd. I've always been a big nerd. Sci-fi, like I love books. I love sci-fi books. I love sci-fi like shows and movies and stuff like that. I'm a particularly big fan of Star Trek, and there's like a series of books that William Shatner, who played Captain Kirk, if you're unaware, wrote.
Time traveling chipmunk
And
says, cute nerd.
One of the really awesome people in those books, I remember I was really young when I read them.
Ina says, Kirk's wife.
Yeah, it was Kirk's wife, and she was like half human, half Klingon, I think, or something like that. And I don't know, I really loved the freaking name, and it was pretty unique. Like nobody else really had it. Although a couple people do use it for whatever reason. So I was like, I like that name. I think I'm gonna go with it. And it's cute. It's kind of got like a feminine feel to it. It's not like, you know.
Ian says, I lived Star Trek as a teenager.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I would read I've always been an avid
Dragon
reader,
Slayer
even from when
says,
I was like really
I
young.
heard Femboy thighs, and I have been summoned.
Hi, Dragon. Hi, Dragon. Yeah, I read Star Trek novels for basically my entire life.
Hi, Emma says, reading is always quite nice.
Yes, reading is very nice. I'm so happy that the TTS is at least working. If the
Hi,
TTS is working,
Emma
I can
says,
get chat.
I tend to do a
working.
fair bit of myself. Hi, Emma says, not even just books.
It doesn't
Ian
even.
says,
It doesn't even.
The Ashes of Eden.
Yeah,
Hi,
Ashes of
Emma
Eden.
says,
There's like
smile.
a whole series of books. I read like the first few, although I don't think I read any beyond that. I don't remember. It's been such a long time. That was like when I was like, oh, when did I read those? I was like 7, 8 maybe, somewhere around there. I don't actually. You know what makes me really sad is I don't really read books anymore.
Dragon Slayer says, also
used
this
to read a
model
lot.
cute as hell. Gotta love bunny boys.
Okay, this is
Time
not
Traveling
actually
Chipmunk
me
says,
though.
Haven't read a book in years myself. Iana says, I read them all, as I recall. It was a while back. Joe Blonson
Yeah,
says,
they were good.
I should get
I
back
remember them
into
being really
reading
good.
honestly. Haven't read anything since the Katrak and Felix books.
Yeah.
Time Traveling Chipmunk says,
Ah.
I'm too dumb to read.
Nobody's too dumb to read. I don't think that. I don't think, honestly. Like, you can always. Okay, well, I'm not saying always, but for the most part, I think you could find something like that would interest you. I think that's the problem. Is most people can't find things that interest them, or they look at a book and they're like, oh my god, how long is this gonna take?
Say Bastard says, lies. Taylani Earl is this cute.
Does the
Iana
TTS call
says,
you Say
I knew I'd heard
Bastard?
the name somewhere before.
No
Dragon Slayer
way.
says, my favorite book series when I was a kid was Percy Jackson. It's actually what got me into reading
A
in the
lot of
first
people
place.
love the Percy Jackson series. I love a series I'm not going to mention on stream right now because,
Joe Blonson
you know.
says, I was hearing Say Bastard as well.
Yeah, I swear to God, it sounds like Say Bastard. So yeah, I love another certain series that is often considered the Percy Jackson. I still love it. I'm not going to lie. I wish the author was a better person, but you know, what are you going to do?
Time Traveling Chipmunk says, Say Bastard sounds like something from Game of Thrones.
Thrones.
Say Bastard says,
TTS.
Bastard TTS.
But so yeah, I like that.
Iana
Star
says,
Trek. I
fellow
love a
proud
series
nerd here.
called the Seafort Saga, which starts off with a book called Midshipman's Hope. It's like Horatio Hornblower in space. It's awesome. Very, very good series. And then, like, I don't know, there's a whole bunch. Like, the old Star Trek, extended universe stuff. A lot of that stuff was really good. Or Star Wars extended universe stuff was really, really good. Until later on. Basically, if it's anything by Timothy Zahn, it's fucking amazing. I used to love I love the fantasy book series called the Sword of Truth series, which is written by Terry Goodkind. I can't go back and read it now because it's like really childish and angsty.
Iana says,
But I loved it at the time.
Roddenberry's exact description of Star Trek. Hornblower in space.
Yeah.
Moby says, Mom.
The Seafort Saga is like, I think Star Trek is there, like, as far as like it's like they're naval stories in space. Although I think it kind of shies away from the naval aspect of it and just kind of goes more towards the science fiction-y humanity aspect, which is great. I love that. The Seafort Saga is like literal, like, you know, it's literal like naval
Iana
life
says,
on a spaceship.
yes.
Yep. And man, this is not a subject I thought I was going to be discussing today. I was a little unprepared for that, but hey, I'm down. So like, yeah, I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I'm working my way through watching The Expanse again for like the 4th time. I am of the camp that I thought
Joe Blonson says, I need to check if Shadowrun has any good books, honestly.
Shadowrun
I always
does
love the lore and
have
the
good
cyberware
books.
aspect.
Shadowrun has great books. I know like a lot of the Warhammer and 40K lore has like insane books. I have never read them, but I know my friend loved
Yup,
them.
immediately knew what series you're talking about and can relate, even though I have a lot of problems with the author, and honestly the series isn't quite as good as I remember. It's still close to me.
Yeah.
Ian
I'd
says,
still read it.
More of a Star Wars fan nowadays. I went to the dark side.
Went to the dark
I
side.
guess.
You can be anything. You
Sebastian
can
says,
you can
men
love
holding hands,
I just love
olive skin.
sci-fi. I just love sci-fi. And I know why a lot of people wouldn't like new Star Trek stuff. I really enjoyed the movies for what they were, the new movies. And the new series, I did my best. And they do have faults, but I genuinely actually enjoyed them. I think like once you got past like season 1 of Picard, I think that got pretty good. Discovery
Joe Blonson
was
says,
meh
I
until
the
like
old
season
extended
3, and
universe
then
of Star
it got
Wars
really
before
good. I
Disney
thought.
decided to Thanos snap it out of existence. Aussie says, StarCraft is still better before the fall of the king.
Hey, StarCraft has a crap ton of lore too, though. I do like a lot of Blizzard stuff, although
Dragon Slayer says,
they
I'm
do
more
rip
of
a lot.
fantasy
They
and
rip off a
especially
lot
urban
of other
fantasy guy, but
properties.
I love Warhammer lore. It's just so dumb and dark, plus just cool.
I enjoyed
Ian says,
season
Picard was
1.
pretty good.
Once you get past like the first couple of episodes, I thought season 1 was really good. Season 2 was kind of mediocre, actually. I liked the concept, but they leaned too much into this like Picard has like this. I think it was season 2. Whatever season they basically
Ian
go back in
says,
time.
Disney
That
has a lot
season
to
started
answer
off as a
for.
banger, though.
Somehow Palpatine
Holy
returned.
crap! They started it off with like fascists. Was it like the fascist Starfleet in the future and the
Joe
fucking
Blonson
Borg
says,
Queen? It's
I
like,
wanted to get
what
into
the
it,
fuck?
but
It's
it
so
wasn't
good.
quite what I was looking for in Star Trek.
And I know. Look, it's kind of one of those things where you have to go, okay, I know this is going to be different. I know this isn't my old Star Trek.
Dragon Slayer
And
says,
if you
I
can
heard
cut
that
it some
season 3
slack,
of Picard
it has
was
its own
surprisingly good,
merits.
especially because a lot of people really didn't like the first 2 seasons.
The first season had a lot of potential. The second
Ian
season,
says,
they
I did not
floundered.
expect this today.
They floundered like really hard in season 2 because they had this like focus on the Picard mansion
Joe
and
Blonson
like
says, oh God,
really
but the
weird
parallel
stuff.
universe is pretty
It
dark.
didn't feel like
Yeah.
Star Trek. But then Picard wasn't really supposed to be quote unquote exactly Star Trek, although they made it Star Trek. I don't know. I thought the start of season 2 was really, really good and promising, and I was hoping they were gonna stay in future fascist like Star Trek or fucking Starfleet land. And whatever that was, because that was amazing. And then they go back and it's like, no, come on, I don't want this. This is dumb. And then season 3 was pretty just. Season 3 had an amazing villain, and it had some really good fan service. But the thing I didn't like about season 3 is they leaned on the same old enemy they gotta lean on because they can't be creative, right? It's always got to be the Borg. It's always got to be the Borg.
14-year-old nerdney loves seeing a certain ship revealed.
Yes. Okay,
Joe
look.
Blonson says, fan service you say?
Not that kind of fan service.
Dragon Slayer says, I think a lot of people are just tired of deconstructing and feel like they're shitting on characters they really love and just not doing it well or building them back
Yeah,
up.
like, okay, as a person who loves Star Trek, I'm used to Star Trek needing a couple seasons to get going. Like, I think people forget that. There is not a single season of modern, well, say 90s Trek. We'll say 90s Trek. There's not a single season or series of 90s Trek
Clap a spinner.
that has, like the first 2 seasons were like 50% of the episodes aren't like kind of crap, okay? That happened with Voyager, that happened with DS9, that happened with TNG. Like all 3 of those series, the first 2 seasons sucked. And I was kind of seeing that with Discovery. I was like, okay, I kind of know that Star Trek has this thing. You're going to watch the first 2 seasons. But I was riveted. Season 1
says,
Discovery, for
season
some
1
reason,
DS9 and Voyager.
I fucking loved season 1
Joe
Discovery.
Blonson says,
It
"It
wasn't
seems to take
perfect,
the
but I
writers
thought
time
it
to
was
get their
awesome.
stride going."
Season 2 is like, it was cool when they were setting up the mystery. Season 3 was fucking amazing. I love season 3 Discovery. until you figure out
Maglock
what
says, yeah.
caused the
Skip
big
first 2
issue in
seasons
season
of
3.
TNG and love the rest of the show.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I can't go back and watch the first couple seasons of, 90s Trek. I can. But like there's episodes I tend to skip,
Ina
right?
says,
For obvious reasons.
What have I started?
Yeah, you
Smiley
started something.
face.
I could talk.
Infinity
Look, I could
says,
talk about this shit all day
Season 1
long.
disco was fantastic.
It
Made me want to learn
was.
Klingon.
It was really good. Look,
Say Bastard
I get
says,
why people didn't
the
like some of the
Ned Talk
changes.
in.
I get why they didn't
Joe
like
Blonson says,
the way the
"Nerd made in front
Klingons
of
look.
nerds."
I know why they didn't
Say
like the
Bastard says,
Klingons were
Nerd Talk.
changed. I get why people didn't like it. Okay, but some people did like it. Me, I would have
Maglock
preferred old
says,
school Klingons.
I appreciate all
but
the Star Trek talk.
it's no problem. Nobody talks about this stuff, right? Unless you're specifically looking for it.
Dragon Slayer says, came here for fanboy thighs and staying for the
Deep media conversation, yeah.
Saturn King says,
message retracted. It shouldn't say message retracted. It should say message redacted, and then the YouTube conspiracy, like, how dare you talk about
Joe
Star Trek?
Blonson says, O.0 retracted.
I thought that was great. Oh, Saturn King, welcome. You're another person I see a lot of. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you. We're just talking about a lot of things. Star Trek.
Dragon Slayer says, came here for femboy thighs and staying for deep media conversation.
Oh, not being
Joe
democratic
Blonson
enough.
says, message redacted for not being democratic enough.
Yeah, I have opinions about Star Trek. Look, I waited so long, right? I was there for Voyager, very young. I was there for Voyager.
Clap_O says, in the Ghost Who.
Oh wow. So we got
Clap_O says,
Don't
Ghost Chat.
guys, don't go use my Twitch. The only reason why Twitch is working is because I have to use my Twitch panel right now. Don't go use Twitch. I'm on YouTube. Come over to YouTube and use it, please. So, essentially, yeah, like as far as Star Trek goes, I waited for years. We all waited for years for new Star Trek.
Clap_O says, man.
Things have changed like
Clap_O
dramatically.
says, fine.
Yeah,
Saturn
sorry.
King says, Nui. Ian
Something
says,
froze here?
Apologies. Something froze here and I
hope
couldn't
not.
see anything.
I hope nothing's frozen up. So basically, yeah, I thought season 1 Discovery was really good. I think people shit on it for no reason. I kind of understand like the retconning. I kind of understand the Klingon thing.
Ian says,
Right,
maybe
but-
at my end. No worries. Dragon Slayer
yeah,
says,
if you guys are having any
yeah,
issues,
you
just
know
let me
I
know.
can delete messages I sent so I accidentally did it. Smiley face.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of hoping for I'm hoping for a new Star Trek movie with like the new movies cast, the Kelvin timeline. I think those are really neat. And
Maglock says, where do I hunt for a prime femboy wife? Asking for
where
a
do you
friend.
hunt for a prime femboy wife?
Saturn King says, Nui's so cute.
You can definitely start in the YouTubes. Well, no, actually, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's
Joe
servers.
Blonson says, too many timelines and series lately.
There's so many
Ina
like
says, ooh, another Kelvin
so many
timeline
things
movie.
I can't even say about
Yes.
that.
Joe Blonson
Yeah,
says,
I would love to see
is
another
that the action
another
by
one.
timeline? Joe Blonson says,
Yeah.
I did like it.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I think it was
Saturn
fine. I
King
love
says,
the.
hold up, what the hell is this voice?
I love the what? Voice? What voice? Huh? Is something up
Say
with my
Bastard
voice?
says, to hunt for femboy wife,
This?
you need to be into Star Wars.
Is something wrong with my voice?
Saturn King says, this.
Ma'am? I don't know.
Ian says, some fans hated the Kelvin
I don't
movies.
know.
I liked him. Joe Blonson says, TTS blowing up Saturn's mind.
Again, I think that like the people who don't like the new Star
Maglock
Trek
says,
stuff
ew.
are
Star
probably
Wars?
just not
Ian
how would I
says,
put it?
Star Wars, you say.
They're probably
Interesting.
not like thinking about it in a way that would allow them to like it.
0852657
It
Lee
incenses
says,
them
in
because
red
they want
states,
they
most
want more of the
college
old
bars.
stuff, and they don't realize they're
Joe
they're
Blonson
never
says,
getting
oh
any
no,
more old
not
Star
the
Trek.
Star Wars versus Star Trek battles.
It'll say the
Saturn King
emoji.
says, what
Oh,
happened
you're
if I
talking
use
about the
an emoji?
TTS voice.
Face
That's my
Horn's
TTS
TV
voice.
shape. Dragon Slayer
my
says,
cute-
I gotta be honest,
it's
I'm
my
kind
cute
of hoping
Femboy
for some
TTS
new
voice.
IPs instead of just reuse existing ones, especially because it's been really hit or miss and been a lot of bad ones in a row.
Yeah.
Iana says, Joe, I'm not going there. Infinity says, I was a little late to the discussion. Did you like Picard? Saturn King
I
says,
did,
fish orange
kinda.
wide eyes.
I kind of just explained Picard. So like basically my take on it was it started off a little funny. I liked what they did with the first season. I think it could have been executed better, but I have a feeling a lot of this
Joe
has to do
Blonson
with Patrick
says,
Stewart
"Lol,
too.
Right, Ian?
Patrick Stewart
Smiley
did not
face.
want to
People
be
can get
just
super defensive instead of just letting either live. Hey.
yeah.
Madlock
Patrick Stewart
says, I want new classic
had a lot
Star
to do with
Trek. Don't
how
crush my dreams,
Picard ended up being.
WAWA.
Season 2 was kind of awful. It
Ian
had
says,
good ideas.
"Indeed.
It was just bad.
I'm an equal opportunity.
Didn't really enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I watched it. I enjoyed some parts of it. There was like the whole part where, I don't even remember some of the characters. Like the one guy who goes to the clinic,
Saturn King says,
and he kind
"Oh,
of
the
gets
TTS
involved with the
described
doctor
emoji's face,
there,
purple wide
and
eyes."
that's kind of okay. Some of the Seven stuff was okay. I didn't like any of the Picard.
Infinity says, kinda awful.
I didn't
basically.
like any of like the Picard parts in season 2, like the my mom went nuts or whatever. I can't even remember what it was about. I did enjoy something though. Oh my god. There was a cameo in season 2 of Picard. Picard's dad, the person who plays him is the same person who plays Gaius Baltar in Battlestar Galactica. I'm like,
Joe Blonson says,
yes!
no,
It's
like,
true.
I think actors should
The
be involved
Cylons.
with making their characters, but there's gotta be a limit.
Absolutely. But that was how they got Patrick Stewart, right? Patrick Stewart isn't a
Infinity
joke.
says,
Like, he's
yeah.
a huge actor, and he was a big actor when he got onto Star Trek originally. And the thing with Patrick Stewart was he's like, well, I didn't want to play the same old thing. And he kind of changed that. The reason why season 3 ended up so good, because he didn't want like, I don't want like Riker back.
Says,
He didn't want that
BSG,
stuff. He wanted something
God,
totally different.
I remember the original ones of those as a kid too. Dragon Slayer says, did you ever watch Rebel Moon? Because I think that's a great example of a new IP absolutely butchering its start.
I heard some really
Joe
bad
Blonson
stuff about
says,
Rebel Moon,
Sir
and I didn't
Patrick
watch
Stewart,
it.
you mean. Mogaby says, drive into Sweden and ETSW.
Do you
Saturn
want to know
King
something?
Says, yo guys, I'm going to get something to eat. Want something?
Oh, where are you going? I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm a femboy, okay? I'm a femboy, and I just took my ADD meds a while ago, so I'm starving. So, okay, I don't mean to like kind of sidetrack the conversation here, but
Maglock
I'm a
says,
little weird.
Remember when Patrick Stewart voiced a literal piece of poo in the Emoji Movie? Most iconic role, TBH.
yeah.
Joe Blonson says, get that boy some meat.
No, I wab it. Give me long orange carrot. I need vegetable or celery stick. Oh god, actually both of those sound really fucking good right now. Or maybe a pickle. Oh my god, a pickle would be amazing. But I do like bananas too.
Dragon
Bananas
Slayer
are freaking
says,
great.
Rebel Moon is
Cucumber?
god-awful.
Nah, cucumber's bad. Yeah, I heard Rebel Moon was really
Saturn
bad.
King says, nah, okay,
So I
this
never
voice
bothered
is
with it.
making me insane. Say Bastard says, gonna give me
Say
stick.
bastard. I will never get over say bastard.
Iana says, banana.
No, no, you gotta be kidding, right? Bananas are so good. Bananas are
Dragon
so
Slayer
yummy.
says,
You peel them
"Wait,
and
what
you
does
stick it
you
in your
being a femboy have
mouth,
to
and
do
it
with
just
you
kind of
being
you go
starving?"
nom 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 nom.
Time
Mushies.
traveling chipmunk says, they'll get you a banana, alright.
So I like, but you talking about Rebel Moon, and it reminded me. I loved Star Wars Rebels.
Joe Blonson
I'm not
says,
even.
bananas are
It's
myth.
not even. There's no irony
Saturn King
here.
says,
There's
banana
no.
equals
I
tasty.
thought Star Wars Rebels was pretty fucking solid, and I loved it.
Iana says,
Eat me.
can't put a banana in my mouth.
Eat
without
me. It
wanting
was
to
one of my
vomit.
favorite. It was one of my favorite
Seriously.
shows as a kid. You know, it was one of my favorite shows as a kid. And like.
Iana says, rebels? Heck yeah. Joe Blonson says, eat you?
You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like? I really wasn't fond of Clone Wars.
Saturn King says, Joe Blonson ain't no way
Well,
he said bananas are
A lot
myth.
of it has to do with every time I watched
Joe
Clone
Blonson
Wars,
says,
it was
I aged
boring.
out around the time Rebels came out.
I aged. Oh wow, you You old. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rebels was
Infinity
awesome.
says,
I love Rebels.
The 3D or 2D one? Aki says, where can I turn
The
off
original
stupid
Clone Wars
feature
was
that pins
really
me when
cool.
someone types
The
a word
2D
with
one was
Aki?
awesome. The 3D
Joe
one
Blonson says,
was
"Lightning Saturn,
I didn't really like
heart."
it. I heard it got
Dragon
like
Slayer
awesome
says,
later on.
all I
but-
heard is that you want a bunch of long, thick things to eat.
Okay, that's fucking coincidence. Okay, I'm sorry that celery,
Infinity says,
carrots,
"Face."
bananas, pickles, and not really cucumbers are all phalluses. Okay, that has nothing to do with why I
Ian
like
says,
them.
oh my.
A
Joe
lot.
Blonson says, surely only coincidence.
You know what? Fuck you. I hate mushrooms. Fight me. Or bite me.
Maglock says, yeah, I saw random clips of Clone Wars and it looked rad.
Yeah, like I love Clone War
Dragon
lore.
Slayer says, wait.
I love
really,
people
I
talking
heard
about
that
Clone
Rebels was
Wars,
pretty bad,
but-
especially with the space whale stuff and doesn't really line up with Clone Wars.
Oh,
Joe
well,
Blonson
Rebels
says,
Rebels
"I'll
has
feed you a
nothing to do with
mushroom,
Clone
alright."
Wars. Okay, look. A lot of people, there's a lot of people who don't like Clone Wars. And the space whales things, that was like what, 2 episodes? Who cares?
Saturn
The,
King says, mushroom are good.
The thing with Rebels is it was a teenager's dream. You're a kid, you get a lightsaber, you start training in the Force, right? And you become a cool, badass kid with a lightsaber that's training in the Force. Okay? That's what I like. And it had Freddie Prinze Jr. And Freddie
Ian
Prinze
says,
Jr. is the main
mushrooms?
character. How cool
No.
is that? And
No.
Sabine?
No.
Sabine is hot.
Saturn King says,
Sabine was
there was
hot.
this time where my dog eated my steak with mushroom.
Aw.
Saturn King says, face red, droopy eyes.
Aw. I don't know. I'm okay, guys. You're gonna learn something new about me. Well, some of you are. I am kind of a cook. Not a professional one. I am kind of like am a pro cook. Like I do sous vide. I smoke stuff. I do things. I know people love to put mushrooms on their steaks.
Say Bastard says,
I'm not really a
lies.
big fan of mushrooms though. I like mushroom
Saturn
soup.
King says,
I think
we
mushroom soup's
cook,
good.
let
Uh-oh.
BRO cook.
Uh-oh.
Time traveling chipmunk says, let him
Hi.
cook. Jello says, we cooker. Hi, I'm Miss Says. And back one.
All right. Go on.
Hi, I'm Miss Says. I have a story to tell you later.
Give me a second, guys.
Madlock says,
I got to deal with
a Femboy that can
something
cook.
real quick.
Based. Joe Blonson says, you only like mushrooms because of the cream factor. Saturn King says, oh. Dragon Slayer says,
Oh, God,
love
my
how
model
T's
is, like,
first
super screwed
instinct
up.
was not just to say fight me, but also bite me while talking about all the phallic objects they like
I
eating.
need to catch up.
Joe
My
Blonson says, oh, go deal with the little one. We'll be here.
yeah. Look, little boy was like, I eat some chips, and I was like, okay.
Ian says, reality calls.
It's fine. I had no problem with having them on stream and stuff like that. Usually, depending on what's going. Obviously, there's times where that'd be not great, but like
Hi, I'm says, Tay, what did I say about leaving the basement hatch unlocked?
I don't have. Look, my office
Joe
doesn't have a
Blonson
door
says,
yet.
I did a thing, Daddy.
My
Aw.
office. Yeah.
Saturn King says, what
My
happened?
office doesn't have a door yet. My office will be getting a door
Maglock
soon.
says, I need chips. Go buy some.
Right
from the
now,
wall."
I have a thick blanket that I was going to throw out over the door for soundproofing, and I doubt it works very well. But what happened? What happened is my little toddler son decided he was going to come down and say some things, and I think he's back because he's like hanging out right outside my blanket door. All right, guys, give me one moment.
Joe Blonson says, he just wants to see what Dad is up to.
I'm out of patience, my body is light. Let's paint the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The dawn inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. There is nowhere to go.
Blonson says, the song is getting stuck in my head again. Joe Blonson says, help.
I'm the one to blame.
Ian says, a break for important dad stuff to happen. Dragon Slayer says, did you ever watch the Simpsons series because I think it's just boring as hell and the characters flat and dumb.
Change, but no longer change me. I can feel the light even after the sun goes down. Kiss me, please.
Alrighty. And we get to switch back because that's not working properly. Alright. Oh
Ian
boy.
says, haven't got to Ahsoka yet. Should I bother?
I haven't watched that.
Madlock
Says, I'm not really
I have
interested in
Bridget
seeing
fan art
live
that I need to
Ahsoka.
hang on my wall, but I need to buy a frame. Joe Blonson says, I didn't even watch
No,
The
the cool
Mandalorian and
music.
that seems like the best they've done in a long time. Saturn King says, no, the cool music. Dragon Slayer
just realized-
says, I just realized Tay headed out
Oh,
because
yeah.
YouTube lets you be behind while watching.
As far as I know, Twitch lets you do that too.
Hi, I'm says, I've never seen that, but I'm guessing it's a sponsored by Airheads moment.
Sponsored by Airheads. Okay, I am hopelessly behind now. I need chips. Go buy some for me. My son just had chips. I just found that out. For breakfast. Chips for breakfast is great, yeah? I had so many like different things that would be happening in terms of like oh god, where's my brain going with this? ADHD, help me
Time
out.
traveling chipmunk says that Sigma grinds at breakfast.
Oh my gosh. At any rate, yeah, whatever. My train of thought derailed, so I think we're just gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, as far as like sci-fi
Ian
and stuff like
says,
goes, I love
breakfast?
sci-fi
It's
stuff.
almost dinner time in Scotland now.
It's almost dinner time in Scotland. Oof. It's 11 a.m. where I'm at. It's 11 a.m. And oh crap. I was
Hi,
like, I've
I'm
been
obsessed.
streaming.
Always down for a
I
set
was
of
like, I've been
grinding in the
streaming for
morning.
like an hour and 8 minutes. I haven't been
Infinity
streaming for an hour and 8
says,
minutes.
did you like the new
I just
Dune
feel like
movies?
I have been streaming for an hour and 8
Joe
minutes.
Blonson says, only 9 a.m. here.
The new Dune movies.
Ian says, 16
Okay,
to
that's
8
funny. Infinity. I didn't get to watch it, but I was upstairs last night and they were watching Dune, and they were like, why can't we hear the
Dragon Slayer
dialogue? And
says,
why is
did you get any big
why
celery,
is
carrots,
the
pickles, not
subwoofer
cucumbers, or
trying to
bananas? That's
destroy?
totally a coincidence while you were out.
Why is the subwoofer trying to destroy the house? And it's like, the sound design in the new Dune movies are fucking awful. Like, okay, maybe not the sound design. That's actually incorrect.
Infinity
The sound
says,
balance.
Smiley face.
You can't hear the fucking words. Literally, my subwoofer was literally just rattling everything on the wall, and there were like, you couldn't understand what they were saying. And it's like, how did you mess this up so bad? And I know people might be like, oh, well, maybe it's just your setup needs to be like reconfigured. And it's
Time
not
traveling
that
chipmunk
because like
says, wub, wub,
an
wub, dialogue,
ad,
wub, wub, wub.
an ad came on during
Joe
the
Blonson
movie,
says, oh God,
and it
poorly
was
sound
fine,
balanced movies are terrible.
right? Paw
Guess they
Patrol.
only made it for theaters.
Yeah, it's a good
Infinity says,
good setup.
so true.
Like I don't
They
have
mixed
some
it for theaters
shitty
and
setup.
forgot people stream stuff at home.
Yeah, I do not understand. And like I have a good center channel. I have really good surround speakers, and yeah, I have a solid subwoofer. But it's like you could not hear the dialogue, and I thought we were fucking having like a rave in my house. It was insane, especially where they were doing. Okay, there was like this really cool song during the movie. It was like
Nightlock
awesome.
Says, only real
But-
gangsters watch the movie premiere of Paw Patrol.
The movie premiere of Paw Patrol. Yeah, I got to see Paw Patrol, the movie. Also, there's there's like the superhero one now they do. There's like a superhero one. It's I can't remember because my brain fucking melted because I have a kid and it just all melts into one thing. It's like
Maglock says, you are a certified gangster. Congrats.
Purina, all okay. I can't even remember half the crap that I've unfortunately. Okay, look. I have a Paw Patrol theme song in my damn head, like, constantly. I'm not going to sing it either. You might think I was going to start singing it, but I'm not. Because I'm not going to debase...
sounds like an adventure.
I'm not going to debase myself that way. Fatherhood sounds like an adventure. Yeah,
Maglock
maybe a little
says,
bit.
Sing IT coward. Joe Blonson says, oof, that sounds like torture.
You want to know what's torture? Is that you'll be sitting there, right? I'm sitting on my computer, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, right? And my son's watching Paw Patrol, and for some reason, I don't know why this is, but like you'll have all the dialogue and all the sound.
Time-traveling Chipmunk says, why does the TTS say caps it as IT?
I have no idea right now. So you'll listen to it and like all of the normal
Joe
sound
Blonson
for
says,
Paw Patrol would be
IT,
normal, right? The normal,
says,
you know,
"For my
just
folks,
background
it was
music,
Blue's Clues."
the
That was
dialogue,
back in the day.
all of that stuff will be normal. And then when they do the Paw Patrol song, it's like they go up 10 decibel, right? For some reason, the Paw Patrol song is so
says, reminds me of
loud.
the
I
time
don't
had a
understand
certain
why.
song stuck in my head for days on end.
Oh my God! I'm not
Dragon Slayer
expecting
says,
Paw Patrol.
I was also not
Look,
expecting the Paw Patrol
We've gone
conversation.
from Star Trek
Joe Blonson
or sci-fi
says,
to Star
"Ha,
Trek
Blue's
to
Clues lol.
Paw
That's an
Patrol,
oldie."
Blue's Clues. Yeah, Blue's Clues. I vaguely remember. I actually didn't watch a lot of kids stuff when I was younger. It was never my thing, except for like occasionally on. Oh, what channel? It wasn't Disney XD. It was like
Joe Blonson says,
it was like one of
"I
those
grew up
channels
with
like Disney
reading Rainbows
XD.
and Bill Nye."
Where they had things like the original like Batman animated series from like way back in the day. They had like Batman and gargoyles and cool stuff like
Saturn
that.
King says,
They had a whole
"Okay,
channel
guys,
that
I'm
was
going
full
to
of that
play
stuff,
some
and that was
Item
great."
Asylum. Roblox game. See you later.
Later,
Waiting
Saturn King. Thank you for coming. I really
Maglock
appreciate
says,
it. Enjoy your
Can't
game.
wait for Paw Patrol to introduce the Paw multiverse and its lore.
Paw
Ian
Avengers.
says, all I ask was one
They
question
have-
about the name. I am not responsible for what followed. Dragon Slayer
Yeah,
says, my favorite was the
unfortunate.
classics like Ben 10, Generator Rex, and Danny Phantom when I was a kid.
I remember those. I remember.
Joe
I
Blonson
got more
says,
into anime.
The original Batman cartoon was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. I love the original Batman cartoon.
Maglock says, Generator Rex was awesome.
Teenage Mutant
Infinity
Ninja Turtles,
says,
like
the
the
shows you
original ones
mentioned
from
lead
like
me
the
to think WB
80s, I
channel.
think. Those
Saturn
were always
King
really
says,
good. I didn't really like the
BTW
new,
Johnny
like a lot of the
Bravo
new
is
Teenage
amazing.
Mutant Ninja Turtles were just too soap opera-y. It wasn't like the fun old
Ina
Teenage Mutant
says,
Ninja Turtles.
British kids TV was different.
Yeah, I bet it was. Although,
Joe Blonson says, props for anyone who watched the OG Thundercats.
do you guys remember, this is actually a sci-fi, like, it's not actually an anime because it was made by a French studio, but it was called, oh God, what was it? It was about a girl who ran away with this racing team because her father was on it. Her father was like the manager of this racing team.
Dragon Slayer says, the first anime that I got into and really started me loving anime was Soul Eater. I love that
like,
show.
There's like
Ina
this
says,
inner
usually made on a budget of about 50p.
there's like this intergalactic race that they're participating in, and then somebody gets like their wish granted.
Maglock says, Soul Eater got me hooked too.
God, what is it called?
Joe
I
Blonson
forgot.
says, I remember you
It's
talking
so
about
good.
this anime.
It's so good. Soul Eater is great. I fucking love Soul Eater. The only thing that sucked about Soul Eater was the ending, but it still wasn't enough to put me off of it.
Time traveling chipmunk says, "What's what
The
called?"
anime I'm talking about, it has this girl. She like stows away with her father, who's the manager of this racing team, and they go on this like intergalactic race tour with these like special racers that they have, and basically whoever wins the race gets a wish, and it just kind of goes through this whole thing, and it's really about her trying to reconnect with her father, who doesn't even know it's her.
Dragon Slayer says, I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, what
but
is
I have
this?
no idea about the name.
What is this
Joe
show?
Blonson
It's
says,
so good.
Almost thought of Outlaw Star when you talked about the wish granting role.
Outlaw Star is so good. It's actually got kind of a similar premise of Outlaw Star, although I won't go into it for spoiler reasons.
Dragon Slayer says, the ending in the manga for Soul Eater was fucking
But it was
dope as shit.
this was on, was it Disney XD or it was on something like that. And it's not an anime because it was made by a French studio, although I think they like, oh god.
Iana says, you'll remember once the stream ends.
Save the World Productions. I remember that's like the name of the
Joe Blonson says, the black hole bit in Outlaw Star still haunts my
Toon
mind
Disney.
from time to time.
Oban Star Racers. Yes! I remembered the production company for some reason. It's called Oban Star Racers. And it's so good. It's kind of like it's a kid show that's good, right? So it doesn't, but it gets like really dark. It gets kind of insanely dark. And I don't know. Super good show. If you haven't seen it, it's called Oban
Dragon
Star
Slayer
Racers.
says, I looked it up, and I found one called Oban Star Racer.
Yeah, I bet. Oban Star Racers, so good.
Taylani the Femboy says, Oban Star Racers.
And it had like this really cool animation and art style that was very, very anime, but it was like, how do I explain it? It was like anime, but it was unique to itself. Like it had its own unique art style, and I really, really fucking loved it. Really good show. If you get a chance to watch it, watch it. It's great.
Infinity says, mixed media. Iana says, there's a town in Scotland called Oban. I've been there.
Really? Interesting. I think it's called Oban Star Racers because
Joe Blonson
Oban
says,
is
Fist of the North Star.
oh my god.
Danny Femboy says, Taylani is a cutie.
Fist of the North. Aw, Danny. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Although this isn't one of my original models, I will say this is just a cute bunny boy I got once upon a time. My
Joe Blonson
actual
says,
bunny boy
this
will
is
be
true.
coming Sunday. I will be showing off my actual. The guy has
Danny
bulged.
Femboy says,
It got
just
bulgy.
in general as well.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I try my best. I love being here and just being a cutie pie. And then, just trying to hang out with everybody because that's just what I do, and I really enjoy it. It's been a hell of a journey. Look, I'm going to start. Okay, guys. I probably
Joe Blonson says, we love having you here.
I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to start. I'm going to post some old clips before
Iana says, this is great
before
fun.
I came out, before I became a femboy. Yeah, I have some old clips from like when I first started, which are a bit different from what you guys are used to, but they're funny. So I'm going to post some of those to YouTube probably in the next week or so. And you guys get to see some interesting stuff.
Dragon Slayer says, have you ever seen Space Dandy? Because I think that's such a good weird anime. They even have a racing episode that was fucking off the wall.
I have not seen Space Dandy, but I do have Space Dandy. Funnily enough, I've been. It's kind of one of those things. I have a list of anime that I want to see,
Iana
and
says,
that's on the
I'll
list.
have to look at those clips.
Yeah, I'll post. I'll start posting some to YouTube pretty soon. I was actually going through them last night and kind of try to suss out a few likely candidates for posting. As far as like Space Dandy, yeah, Space Dandy was always one I wanted to see. There's another. You want another off the wall anime that's like really cool and it's sci-fi on top
Taco
of
Bunny
it.
says, hello.
Taco Bunny. Oh, Taco Bunny. I love your name. It's so cute. Hello, welcome to the stream. I have this, it's Starship Operators, which is literally about this crew of this starship, right? Their planet that they belong to, the government just kind of goes poof. They just no longer exist. So they're stateless. They have nothing, and the crew, instead of getting rid of the warship that they're crewing, decide to buy the warship
Dragon
with the help
Slayer
of
says, I mean, the more cute
a
femboy
media
you see,
company.
the better.
I mean, yes, that's always the case. The more cute femboys you can have around, the better it is. Actually, hold on a second. Wait, doesn't this thing have like cool expressions, Lem? That's angry. That's happy.
Danny Femboy says,
sad.
I agree.
Surprised.
More Femboy. Duck
Okay,
with
surprise is
Corpse Paint
cute.
says, looks you.
But yeah, Starship Operators is really good. There's another show I really love, which has probably the most badass soundtrack for an anime ever, called oh my god, The Legend of something. It's about like a fucking aging like rock star who used to be a part of like a metal band that broke up, and he just has a family now, but like these aliens recruit him to save his planet, and he's got to use his music to save the planet, and it's the music is so epic.
0852657
It's so
Louise
good.
Says, I'm really getting an education
Yeah,
in anime and literature.
okay, look, this
Smiley
is not
face.
this is not a conversation
says,
I was expecting
so am
to
I.
have.
Duck with
think the
Corpse Paint
legend-
says, I think Moth recommended that one to me.
The Legend of... Oh, hey, Lucas. Recommended what one? The anime? It's The Legend of something. Okay, I can actually dive into my anime files and then just look at it or find it.
Duck with Corpse Paint says, it sounds familiar.
Yes,
Hi,
it's... Oh, The
I'm
Legend...
Says.
Oh, God.
This is
The Legend of
completely off
Black...
topic, but I just went to a peace talk with a -80 hostile faction and walked away with a reinforced barrel as well as a free plus 110 rep.
Wow.
Dragon
That's pretty
Slayer
good.
says, I mean, if you want to know one of the most junk food animes which is just fan service, fight scenes and ridiculous power system,
Legend-
there's one
okay.
called Killing Bites cause it's just that.
The Legend of Black
Hi,
Heaven.
Emma says, clean up on all my pants.
Oh, my
Iana
pants.
says, the legend of something Tay couldn't remember.
Yeah, I remember it now. It's The Legend of Black Heaven. It's so good. There's a song in the anime called Cautionary Warning by John Sykes. And a lot of people are like, John Sykes, who might that be? John Sykes does a lot of the music for the anime. John Sykes
Joe Blonson
is
says, as is a barrel file I see.
he's a guitarist, and he's a musician that's really well known for being in two particular bands. One of the name
says,
of White
Sykes.
Snake, and the other one being Thin Lizzy. So that John Sykes wrote a lot of the music for the anime, and it is great.
Duck with Corpse Paint says, White Snake mentioned.
White Snake mentioned, yes. But yeah, Legend of Black Heaven, good shit. Really, really, really good anime. I love weird off-the-wall animes. You're not going to see me really watching like ReZero or what's the one that I just don't get. I don't understand it. And everybody's like, it's so funny. I'm like, I don't get why it's funny.
Iana says, well, 70s
very
Brit rock
descriptive.
band mentions.
Yes. Indeed.
Say Bastard says,
How?
Konosuba?
Say
Aki says, Konosuba.
Say Bastard and Aki. Say Bastard and Aki both got it right out. They knew exactly what I was talking about. I was just like, everybody thinks it's funny, and I don't think it's funny. I don't understand it. Konosuba, yes. Look, I get it. I think it's just not my style of humor. I think that's all it is. I love the mid-2000s anime the most.
Says,
I really like the art
I
style.
love the mid-2000s animes the most. I really like the art style of those animes.
It's just, for me,
Kirito says,
it's kind of like...
Huo.
It's the
Duck with Corpse
same,
Paint says,
Dragon,
I
it's
really
the
need
same
to watch
reason I
that one
hate Love
anime
Hina.
That is like Sword Art Online, but the protagonist has amnesia and is transmasked.
I very much
Dragon Slayer says,
dislike Love
Konosuba
Hina
is one of my favorites.
because Love
Aki
Hina
says, I remember the sins of people.
is like
Say Bastard says, Old Tay.
It's almost like glorification of abuse.
Not sure what that is.
And I really don't like.
I'm not into anime that much though. Lol.
Okay, I gotta catch up.
Hi, Emma says. Oh, also I am trying out another challenge where no matter what I have
Anime
to
that is
accept people's
Sword Art
way.
Online, but
I
so
have
it's
a
like
lady
a.
who's a body modder, so she would usually have a debuff. But she
I wonder what
also
that
has
is. That's
Alzheimer's.
interesting. I really want to
Hi,
watch.
Emma says. So the
what's-
Alzheimer's cancels out the body modders. Lol.
You can tell my ADHD is just
0852657 Louise says,
going
I miss
8
2000s
right now.
anime. I kinda stopped watching in the 2010s after seeing High School of the Dead.
I very occasionally watch anime now. I don't watch it nearly as much as I used to, but like I got roped in when I was really young by things like Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, you know, the typical things that you would think of. And then it just kind of rolled into, you know,
Joe
mid
Blonson
2000s
says, I still remember Blue
stuff.
Gender though.
Oh, Blue Gender. I haven't seen it. That was another anime I really want to see. Miyazaki's
Danny
another
Femboy
like
says,
huge influence
I
for
gotta.
me.
Much loves and hugs Tay.
You gotta much loves and you gotta go. Thank you for the hugs and loves. I really appreciate it. I've never seen any of the
Aki
iconic
says,
animes.
Never seen any of the iconic animes.
You should.
Joe
There's
Blonson
really good
says,
ones.
You need to see that if you call
You know
yourself
what you
an
do?
anime-novel.
You know what you do is you watch Trigun, but you watch the original Trigun, not whatever say bastardized version. Say I'm not letting you live. Then say you're just say bastard now. I'm so sorry. I'm
Aki
not a
says,
weed.
I'm not a
thanks.
weed THX.
I don't like what they did with the new Trigun. I think it's really silly. But the
Dragon
old one
Slayer
was
says,
the old one
I
was
just
really good.
absolutely love the comedy, and one of my favorite archetypes in a protag is the dirty fighter that tries to manipulate the situation and does whatever it takes to win, but in a very comedic way.
Kirito,
Femboy
hey, you look so
Kirito
cute.
says,
Thank you.
You look so cute.
Ah, mwah.
Aki says, I'm not
Mwah.
gonna watch Naruto, One Piece, Beep Boop, etc. etc.
Nah. I thought about watching Naruto, and I tried to watch like the like the first few episodes. I'm like, I can't do it. It's not good. I don't like it. It's not good.
Femboy Kirito says,
But
Peru,
apparently, Naruto's like
Joe Blonson
second
says,
series is supposed to be
Akiza isn't a
really fucking awesome.
Infinity
One
says,
Piece is the same.
"It's
I
just
tried watching
slow."
One Piece, and it was like, I don't like this. I didn't think it was very interesting.
Duck with Corpse Paint says, Alright,
Oh!
found the anime's
Dot
name.
hack sign?
Thanks.
Okay, I
Hack /
never
/
thought
sign.
somebody was going to ever talk
Brooke
about
Howard
dot
says,
hack.
You should watch Hunter
Dot
x
hack
Hunter.
was so huge.
Joe Blonson says, Oof.
Yeah.
I don't blame anyone not
Yeah,
doing
Brooke.
Naruto or One Piece lol.
Yeah, Brooke, I wonder
Joe
who
Blonson says,
who
"Oh, I
says I
love
should watch Hunter x Hunter, huh? Who says I should watch Hunter x Hunter?
0852657
I wonder who
Louise
that
says,
is.
I never liked Naruto even when I was the age range for it. Joe Blonson says, I loved playing the game.
Got
Ina
called by a
says,
weeb? Or
got
got called a weeb?
weeb by a colleague at work. Unsure how to feel.
It's funny. It's kind of like getting called a nerd or whatever because you like sci-fi stuff when I was a kid, you know? It's a thing. It's a thing. I think most people kind of wear that shit as a badge of honor these days, though, right? Because if you
Joe
think about it in a
Blonson says,
positive way, it's
because
not very
you should
fun
go
for the
play
people who
old
are being annoying.
hack games on an emulator.
Yeah, Dot Hack. I remember playing Dot Hack on a PS2, right? They had like a Dot Hack game. I didn't understand it very well, but I do remember that. I also remember,
Ina says,
it reminded me a lot of the
kinda.
Xenosaga
Yeah.
series. Xenosaga was so good. I know everybody's into Xeno something, whatever it's called now. I get it. It's the new fancy, but Xenosaga,
Duck with Corpse Paint says,
that was
there
a
are
sci-fi
games.
series. Holy
Question
shit.
mark. Joe Blonson says, I still remember data draining everything and everyone.
There are dot hack games. I specifically remember the one on PS2, but I think there's several of them. Dot hack was huge. Like, I don't know what happened to it. I think like the whole
Dragon Slayer
we got
says,
isekai'd
"If you
into
heard
a
that
game
Boruto was
world
really awesome
thing
because I
just
hear
kind of
how they
like
butchered it for a large
blew
part
up,
at the beginning at least.
and people forgot that dot hack
Joe
existed.
Blonson says, they made like 3 to 4 games I think of.
Boruto
Hacking
was really
even a
awesome
new
because I hear
series
how they
set
butchered
after
it for a
the
large part of the
first.
beginning, at least. I watched some Boruto scenes, and I thought Boruto was pretty. It had some like funny moments from YouTube. I just watched some clips of it. I thought it was pretty interesting, but I never really felt compelled to watch it. Naruto Shippuden.
Duck with Corpse Paint says, I did isekai
That
before
I
it was
almost
cool.
watched a few times because it
Aki
looks.
says, so
there are
basically
some
the pretty
fights in that
mid-Jumanji
show.
reboot
Holy
films.
shit!
Joe
It's like
Blonson
Naruto
says,
grew
are
up.
you guys talking
like
about burritos?
the show grew up, not the character, because obviously the characters grew up, but it's like the show grew up and matured, which I really thought. I think that's why people like the Naruto Shippuden, or however you say it. I think that's why people like it so much, is because it's not cringe as fuck. At least I don't think it is. The parts I've seen isn't cringe as fuck, so that's pretty cool. Although, if you're gonna talk about like my favorite like shonen
Joe
anime,
Blonson says,
I would
now
still
I
say
want
like
burritos.
Bleach.
Thanks, guys.
I think Bleach is like probably still my favorite. And Dragon Ball Z is up there too. Like as far as those styles of anime, those two are always gonna have like a pretty heavy
Infinity
spot in my
says,
heart.
Naruto was actually deeper than Shippuden, they just wrote Shippuden better. Joe Blonson says, at ENO you're missing out. They've gotta have
They got
burritos,
burritos around somewhere. Yeah.
Aki says, not watched either.
Unfortunately,
Joe Blonson
the
says,
problem with Naruto is it
Bleach.
suffered from the early 2000s.
Duck with Corpse Paint says,
I think it
Shippuden is good.
suffered from
Although I heard
the
people really don't care for the war arc. in the ending.
immature.
A spool? Yay.
It
Probably.
wasn't the story
Infinity
that bothered
says,
me
it was
about
made more
Naruto.
accessible.
It wasn't the story that bothered me about Naruto. What bothered me about the original Naruto anime was it was just it was boring. It was filler, like it was
Joe
filled
Blonson
with filler.
says, as pull,
The animation was
zero.
awful, right? The writing was super cringe and bad, even for the time it was made in. You know, the overall story that it seemed to be telling was okay, which was basically, from what I saw, at least at first, was a training, like a giant training arc. It's like proto My Hero Academia Naruto edition. That's kind of what it reminded me of. And there was a lot of cool parts of Naruto that I remember seeing in AMVs and stuff, anime music videos, that were just like, wow, where was all this crap when I was watching it? Because when I was watching it, it just looked like an awful mess. I just didn't know what to do with
Dragon
it.
Slayer
And I hate
says,
to say that because
"Funny
I know
enough,
it's like a
Bleach is the one I
beloved
could never
series,
get
but
into."
yeah, some people didn't get into Bleach. Some people don't like Bleach. But what I loved about Bleach is, I mean, visually it was beautiful. The acting, like the English acting, was fucking fantastic for the most part. The
Femboy
story
Curio
was like
says,
really solid.
So, Pookie, what is your taste in anime? I like Neon Genesis Evangelion.
No.
Duck with Corpse Paint says,
All right.
this brings up something really interesting. Whether or not parts of a series can stand on their own, disconnected from their prequels, sequels, and spin-offs.
I am so sorry about what I'm about to do to all of you right
I literally watched
now.
because of AMVs.
Guys,
I know what you mean there.
guys,
Joe Blonson says, honestly, most
I need
anime
you
is
I need you to
overrated crap anyhow,
okay guys,
if I'm honest.
I need you to pay attention for one moment.
08526557 Luis says, Iker, there will be so much hype but it never delivered.
Evangelion is bad. I'm
Aki
so
says,
sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry. I am about to trash a lot of people's favorite fucking anime. I'm gonna tell you why. There's nothing wrong with the lore, the world building. That is great.
Joe
It's
Blonson
fantastic.
says, oh no, you're gonna get cancelled.
Fuck,
Infinity
cancel me.
says,
Cancel me.
"Base."
I'd be preferred to be canceled than
says,
say anything
"Brace yourselves."
good about Evangelion. Okay, and here's why. It's bad. All right, let me get into this a little bit.
08526557 Luis
Okay.
says, I like it but
I have
spill
a
the tea
I have a
tile.
very love-hate relationship with
Corpse Paint
Evangelion.
says, I mean, I like it. It's unique.
The reason why
Is
I
it
have
great?
such a problem with
Joe
Evangelion is
Blonson
because
says,
the
"Angry leaves are
author's
coming out of the woodworks now.
the author's
Aki
base
says,
premise
"Why even
for
say
the author's base premise for Evangelion is about loneliness. Like the whole thing is about loneliness and how people deal with that. It's so pessimistic. I had to stop watching. I had to stop watching before the end of it. I binged almost all of it. I had to stop watching before the end of it, right? Because it was just too much. The mechs are cool. The background is cool. But when the person that I can identify with and understand their motivations the most is what's his name? Shinji's dad. Shinji's dad. Like, I get why he was the way he was, right? I understood why he did the shit he did. And it made sense. Everybody else? No. Everybody else is a fucking tool. All right? Obviously, Shinji was Shinji. Asuka was just a bitch for no reason. Rei is nothing, although at least I understand why Rei is kind of nothing, right? Rei was kind of nothing because, well, she didn't really have a personality. Okay, now there are some there's some great characters in Evangelion, but I'm not going to go into that because that has more to do with my sexuality than it has to do with the actual rating of the anime. It sucks because Evangelion could have been great, and then just the complete, like, 50 different botched endings they had, the movie. There's so many things about it where I try to watch it and it's like, I can't fucking stand this. It's so... this is my opinion. It's okay if you guys like it. It's okay if you guys like it. This is just my opinion. I just did not like the way it was written. And I did not like the central premise, which is just awful. But at any rate, sorry, I muted TTS so I could arrange my thoughts a little bit better. My ADD wouldn't kill me. I never watched a lot of Evangelion. The endings were so fucked. All right, let me go back and read some of this. I like it, but spill the tea. I just did. Angry Reeves are coming out of the woodworks now. Why even say this? What is the possible upside one? I really don't care for any episodes where they don't fight angels.
I used to have an autism thing where I would watch
the fights were good.
From the third movie every day.
The fights were so good. Like, the visuals at Evangelion were fucking fantastic. The lore, like the background, the world building, the story was great. All of that was amazing. Its tie into religion, the various impacts, which I still don't have a very good grasp on. I don't think anybody does, not even probably the author. But, like, look, I wanted to love Evangelion, and I still do. My part of my brain's like, wow, you're really trashing on this, but you know, kind of in the back of your head, you still love it. But I love it because of the things that it is, and it could have been. And it just kind of like, it's like, oh man, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. It's okay. It's okay to love it. It's okay to love it. It's probably just more about me than it is
Joe
about
Blomson
the series.
Says, at Dragon Slayer, there's probably not
Leave
a
my
lot
autism
of good
girl
mecha
alone.
anime
Oh, no.
now that I think about it. I liked some of the gritty Gundam series that dealt with war and aftermath kind of stuff, though.
There's probably a lot of good mecha anime. Oh, okay, so like, a good mecha anime that I fucking love, I absolutely adore, is Full Metal Panic. Full Metal Panic,
Ian
amazing.
Says, everyone's
amazing.
different in what they like.
And like people really rip on it for some reason. I don't know why, but Darling in the Franxx, super good. Like, I don't know why people shit on it so much. Okay, no, I know why some people shit on it so much. I don't know why people just generally shit on it. Like, if you're gonna come up to me and be like, oh yeah, Darling in the Franxx is bad, and I ask you why, and you're like, it just
Darling
is
shit, what do you mean?
Now, if you come up to me and say, well, yeah, it's kind of shitty because,
Femboy
well,
Kirito says, speaking of mecha,
it's eccentric.
Code Geass, my husband, Lelouch.
Oh no, Code Geass. Okay, look, I am going to show mercy on myself, and I'm not going to talk about
Aki
Code
says,
Geass.
02 is boring, slow, and there's not
Code
a single
Geass is a
character.
great anime that for some reason
Aki
I
says,
couldn't
"Are
connect
you
with.
insane?"
I
Dragon
know a
Slayer
lot of
says,
people
"My
that
favorite
love
is just
Code
more
Geass.
comedy anime and shows I
This is
don't
the
mind
problem with
since I
me,
deeper
not
things
anybody
every
else.
now and again. But really,
I think
really
it's because
heavy
Code
down on
Geass
super
has a
deep
lot.
shows I just can't
Code
get
Geass
into.
has a lot of the
Say
same.
Bastard says, oh boy.
Code Geass has a lot of the same energy Evangelion does. You can't tell me any different. I think they both have pretty much the same energy. Now,
Joe Blonson says, say bastard.
oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, Code Geass. This is a me thing for Code Geass. I acknowledge that Code Geass is probably a very, very, very good anime, but for some reason, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Code Geass is always like a thing where I'm kind of, how do I put it? It's like I'll start watching it. It's like I am incredibly depressed right now. I think that's what it is. Evangelion, this is why I think they probably have the same energy, is because
Aki
both are
says,
just
I never finished
super
Darling in the Franxx.
depressing energy. Darling in the Franxx is great, and I like that they don't, like, I won't spoil it, but the ending, they don't shy away from reality. Like, they don't shy away from the sad reality of things, which I really liked about Darling in the Franxx. Because way too many anime will be like, Soul Eater will be like, oh, the power of friendship. It's like,
Joe Blonson says, anyone remember Big O?
I remember Big O. Big O had Steve, what's his name? He plays in everything.
Infinity says, what about slice of life anime? Do you like Nichijou?
I do
Dragon
like
Slayer
Nichijou.
says, with
I haven't
Darling in
seen
the
a lot
Franxx
of it,
again,
but I do
just
like
don't
it.
really like mecha anime.
I'm actually,
I kind of thought it was just dumb and couldn't get into it.
I actually,
Joe Blonson says, Steve Bloom,
like
yes.
very limited slice of life stuff. Azumangadao, love Azumangadao. I think it's great. I love Blend S for some reason. Oh no, yeah, for some reason, Tylani, we know why you like Blend S. No, it's actually not that. I had no idea that was even a thing. I am a stan for Blend S. I think that is a fucking fantastic anime and it's hilarious. I think it's got that subtle comedy that, no, it's got some unsubtle comedy, but it's got some subtle comedy that's pretty good. Can you call Oron High School
Joe Blonson
Host Club
says,
a slice
I
of life?
actually liked watching that anime
Oron's
about a
really
depressed
good.
kids show gymnast teacher.
Depressed Kids Show Gymnast Teacher?
Joe Blonson
What's that?
says, just so
Steve
relatable
Bloom.
and
Yeah, thank you,
hilarious.
Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom was like in everything. I don't know if he is anymore, but like he played so many different characters. Like you know his voice immediately, right? And same thing with God, who's his name who played Jet
Nobody
Black
says.
in Cowboy Bebop? He's in everything too. He was in Cowboy Bebop as Jet Black. He was the narrator in Outlaw Star and like 50 fucking other anime. Like for some reason he's just got that narrator voice. I can't remember his name, but he's great. Truck, yes, I know you're driving truck. Bean driving truck. It's what Bean does. I think Bean is really enjoying truck driving, which is awesome because I'm going to join Bean at some point. Tomorrow. Actually, I think that was on my schedule tomorrow.
Say Bastard says, trucking while drunk is fun.
Say Bastard is.
Say Bastard says,
I
yay.
can't do it. I can't do
Infinity says, Steve Bloom was the Toonami mascot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Among many other things.
Yes, Steve
Joe
Bloom was in
Blonson says,
everything.
Life Lessons with Uramichi Unison was the name. Silly anime slice of life.
What is that? I never heard of that.
Joe Blonson says, you bastard.
Every time it says same. I can't do it, guys. I can't anymore. I can't. I'm broken. You broke me. I'm broken. I'm fucking broken now. Thank you. Holy crap. Yeah, tomorrow I will be streaming
Joe Blonson says,
on Twitch.
imagine me saying that in a Mark Wahlberg voice.
For those of you who are
Aki
interested
says,
in Twitch
I didn't
at
even
all,
do anything.
I have okay, I'm trying to look for my schedule. I actually have schedules that I'm going to start releasing on YouTube. I just did that. You guys have just seen the new schedule. Yeah. So basically, I want to get like a few people playing Convoy tomorrow. On Euro Truck Simulator, and we'll have some fun with that. You guys, it's awesome. I have Gura. I have Gargura as my co-driver.
Moby
It's so
says,
good.
I made it to Sweden.
You made it to Sweden.
Joe Blonson says, you know what you have to sing while playing that, right?
There's so many things I could sing while playing, you know, either Truck Simulator. Convoy being one by, what's his name? C.W. McCall. On the Road Again by Willie
Joe
Nelson.
Blonson says, Convoy. You have to sing Convoy.
Yeah, I know.
Mogaby says, I like money.
Money!
Anna says, I'm not a Twitch person, but to anyone on there tomorrow, have fun.
There will be a VOD. Don't worry, there will be a VOD.
08526557 Luis says, European trucking
If you
is
guys,
really underrated, especially in the city.
If you guys don't know about it yet, I do have a VOD channel where you can see my VODs from Twitch if Twitch
Joe
isn't your
Blonson
thing.
says,
And that's
rich,
Tylani
fast.
VODs. Just search for Tylani VODs. And you'll find it. It's also on my links on my YouTube channel. So you can just find my full, almost unedited VODs there. Although I have to edit some stuff because of copyright and blah, 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 blah. I really wanted to put my karaoke stream up there. A lot of you people like to hear me sing, and I'm completely flabbergasted by that idea. You know, my video, my video of me singing that I released like a couple weeks ago has like
Ian
300
says,
views.
I'm picturing a truck
That's
blasting down
insane.
an open road with Taylani singing his heart out.
I do it. Look, that's like my favorite thing. I love, okay.
08526557
A lot of you guys-
says, I loved it, I could see it again.
A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but I have my CDL. I have done truck driving
Joe Blonson
for a little
says,
while.
Sing for us more.
And it was
Bottom.
fun. I enjoyed it. I love trucks.
Ian says,
I've never not
Tay,
loved trucks.
Your voice literally blew me away. No lie.
Everybody, okay, look, I will admit that particular video was really good. If you hear me sing karaoke, that's a little different. I don't know why that one turned out so well. I think I just had like the balance, and I had practiced it a couple times ahead of time, and it's just a song I know very, very well. And it's like, that song is so hard for me. You know, the first time I recorded it to put it on my channel,
Joe Blonson says,
I
Shoot,
started crying.
You silly bastard. Say bastard says, karaoke eye. Joe Blonson says, you sound good, silly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to singing. Singing
Emma
is like a
says,
really true
Kay's
passion
all
of
I
mine.
hear is why you shouldn't praise me.
Okay.
Hi, Emma says, shush that pretty mouth.
Okay, fine. You know, fine, whatever. God. Anyways. Yeah, I know. Look, maybe I'll do an unarchived stream on YouTube sometime and you guys will find out for yourselves. It's not bad. I'm not saying I'm like so like tone deaf or awful that
Joe
you can't
Blonson
listen
says,
to it,
we'll
but
smother you with praise, Brad.
I love
Ina
it.
says, I get you, Tay. I sing all the
There's a
time.
lot of things I do because I think there's a lot of things I don't do, refuse to do because I think I'm really bad at it and I don't want to do it. Singing, I do regardless. Like, even with my anxiety, I can sing a song and be like, okay, that was bad, but I still really enjoy doing it, you know? And I don't mind that, like, it's just, I don't know. When I started singing, the first time I started actually trying to sing, and the first time somebody said, wow, that was actually pretty good. I was singing Johnny Cash's Hurt. I sang it on stream. And a person, a fellow VTuber friend of mine named the Bananial, and another person who was a friend of mine called Saki, she showed him the clip of me singing it. And he's someone I look up to a lot in terms of singing. He's really good. And he goes to me, he's like, wow. He's like, you know, there's some mistakes and stuff like that. He's like, but otherwise, like, you did fucking fantastic. And I'm like really? Really? So from then on out, I, like, for some reason, I was able to get over, like, a lot of my anxiety. First time I ever sang anything for real was on stream, which is something crazy. I mean, I'm thinking about that. Like, I don't know how I did that originally. I genuinely don't, but I did. And I'm very proud of myself. And now that just kind of led me to where I am at now. I think my main issue is I just really would love to have some lessons. I would love to have some voice lessons with people who actually know what they're doing. And I think like that would help me a lot. And I don't know how to go about that. Like it's not like
Ian
you could just go find a
sang
singing
in front
teacher.
of someone at work, and they said this. Where have you been hiding that? Major confidence boost.
I think a lot of people are so scared to
Hi,
sing.
Emma says.
Voice training? Yeah.
Free.
Oh my god, I need some voice training, guys. Can I have some voice training? Lem? Now the thing is that I think a lot of people are so scared that they can't sing. You know, you want to know something? A friend of mine, a very, very, very good friend of mine, like one of my best friends ever. I love them to death. I can't. I'm trying to remember how it worked out. I'm trying to remember the exact thing because it was like a couple years ago they told me this. But they're like they didn't want to sing.
Joe Blonson says,
they had a lot of anxiety about
some throat
singing.
Training for free.
That throat moisturization. Yeah, give me some of that. Give me some of that. Ooh. But they told me, I think it was their like music teacher
Ian
or something.
Says, fear makes
That
it so hard
basically-
to sing well.
They were trying to they were singing in a class or something like that, and their teacher said they were tone deaf. And it kind of makes me want to punch that teacher, that instructor, whoever the hell they were, because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The moment you call someone tone deaf is the moment you completely fucking misunderstand.
Says, that was me.
I was trying not to say it was you. I was trying to be vague about it, but yeah, I just got this feeling. It's like, okay, look.
Joe Blonson says, "Og, I hate teachers that berate their teachers."
Being tone deaf is not.
Joe Blonson says, or students.
Being tone deaf is not something you say
Aki says,
to somebody.
This is why I don't sing or listen to 99% of music.
Being
Ian says,
someone calling you tone deaf is dumb.
Of school.
Okay,
Similar happens
because
to
you
me.
might be tone deaf, but tone deaf does not mean you can't sing. Tone deaf is basically your ear is not used to listening to your voice to make sure that you're on the correct note. That's what essentially tone deaf means. A lot of people think tone deaf means is you can't hold a note, like you can't create a note with your voice. And you may have a problem doing that. You may have a problem holding a note with your voice or hitting the proper
Aki
note
says,
because you're
too
not
late,
used
blow.
you're not used to listening to your own voice, right? You're not used to listening to it. As you sing, as you train your voice, as you learn how to use your vocal cords and how to breathe and stuff like that, you'll get used to it. It's like playing a damn instrument. It's like, yeah, you're not going to know where an E minor is on a ukulele the first day you're playing a ukulele. And even if you have used your voice, mimicking a note from what you hear is not as easy as everybody thinks it is. Singing along with somebody else's voice with a song that you like is very different from singing it yourself, right? So, and this is frustrating because it's like if an instructor or a teacher, someone who allegedly knows about music, goes to their student and says, "Hey, you're tone deaf," you should at least explain what that means. And honestly, you shouldn't call someone tone deaf either. All you should say is like, "Hey, you know, we need to teach you how to listen with your ear so you can produce the proper notes." Right? It doesn't have to be like tone deaf sounds so fucking negative because everybody uses it in a negative way, and I don't like that. I do not like how people use the term tone deaf in a negative way.
Says,
I don't
you
even
should
like
call them baby girl instead. Smile.
You should call baby girl. Hey, baby girl, you can't use your throat hole right now properly, but I'll teach. Okay, anyways, I was about to go full ass to guy there. Never go full to guy ever. Don't do it. It's bad for you. But I liked if I was trying to sing. And I'm an anxious person. I'm an anxious person.
0852657 Louise says. Too sussy.
If I am
Ian says.
trying to learn how to sing
said to me, "Give me a B flat." I'd reply, "No probs. I can flatten anything." Aki says, well, it's too late for me to care TBH. I'm quite content not singing.
I mean,
Bronson
that's
says,
fine. I
"Always
can't
do
do
it."
it. I'm not going
The
to
guy
try to
sounds
change
like
your
they know
mind
what
now.
they're doing.
I'm not going to. There's no point in trying to change your mind now. But I do know there was a point where you had considered it. Okay. Now the thing is, this is how people get turned off of doing
Aki
things.
says, not any or. Aki says, anymore.
All right,
Femboy Kirito
Kirito.
says, I'll be playing more
Thank you for
Persona.
coming.
Have a great stream, Cookie Bear. 3.
Yeah, you have fun playing Persona. Yeah, it's frustrating because I mean I still consider myself pretty off
Hi,
note
Emma
sometimes.
says, take care.
I still consider myself that way, but I know I've drastically improved. I have some of my very first times I've sang recorded, and I could put that on my YouTube baby and show you guys how much I've improved. Anybody can do that.
Ina
And yeah, it
says,
takes a couple of years.
confidence is hard to build up once someone's knocked it down.
Yep.
It takes time.
And the other thing is you can knock your own confidence down. I do that all the time. I do put myself down a lot. And I put myself down a lot because I never want to have this point where I'm like, oh, I'm good enough or anything. Because I know, like, look, do you want to know who I compare myself to? Really? When I'm singing music, when the songs that I select sometimes are songs I should I should not be singing right now. Right?
Ina says, yep.
When I listen to somebody and go, I would love to sing like that.
Aki says, all the things I got turned off is just
it's
a good
not
showing
Drake.
of the education system, TBH.
It's people like Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse. I'm not going to sing like Iron Mouse. She's classically trained. Of course I'm not going to sing like Iron Mouse. But when I hear her sing Breathe, the song Breathe, and then I go to sing it and I'm like, I love singing this song. I've never heard it in my life, but I love it. I heard her sing it. And I'm just like, of course it doesn't sound like her because she's classically trained. But I still try it. And I don't know, like, I would never ever do that if I just let that anxiety get to me. Because I do put myself down. I put myself down because I unfairly
Rock
compare
King
myself
says,
to people that I
"Where's the
shouldn't.
thighs?"
Where's the thighs? Oh, they're right below. They're right below my table. Can't you see them? I'm streaming that specific part on my OnlyFans. You'll have to go sign up for my OnlyFans, and you can see under my desk. Oh my God! Did I just come up with something amazing? Should I do that? Holy shit, guys! I think I've come up with a whole new form of content creation.
Joe Blonson says, BRB, looking for thighs on all the vans.
Oh my God!
Says,
I could
perhaps,
stream
yes.
the upper half of my body, completely not lewd, on YouTube, and at the same time be streaming OnlyFans. Only you get the camera
Aki says,
underneath my
You're
desk.
like 3 weeks behind the meta. They are already doing worse than that.
Fuck. No, I'm sorry. They're not doing that OnlyFans trick. Somebody's probably gonna steal that now. Somebody will be doing it in like a week. Multi-stream, but once they
multi-stream, but one's SFW, the other's NSFW.
Okay, look, guys, we're gonna go in some territory right now, all right? So if you're under the age of 18,
Joe
you
Blonson
probably
says,
shouldn't be here in the
"You
first place.
tried."
But if you're under the age of 18,
Ina says,
you
"That's
should
a
probably
unique
mute
form
right
of
now.
Multi-streaming.
Could you imagine?
0852657 Luis says, try it. Get that
Get
bread.
that bread? That would be amazing.
Joe
You can
Blonson
funnel
says,
people.
Reminds me of Sweet Cheeks.
Oh, I love
plays
Sweet
low.
Cheeks. Sweet Cheeks is great. But look, I could have the YouTube stream going and be doing my conversation, and then, over on OnlyFans, there could be like a little camera underneath my desk, like you're just sitting under my desk, and you could be seeing things that you've always wanted to see. All you'd have to do is pay $5 a minute.
Says, eyes.
Can
Joe
I get?
Blonson says, cat orange whistling.
It'll literally just be it'll just be like a gif of Catboy Owie.
Oh,
Look, that guy's
57 Louis says $5. That's a steal.
Oh my god.
Una says
$5 a minute?
$5 a minute.
That's capitalism. Yes. Yeah, look guys, I hate to disappoint you. Well, maybe it's not so much a disappointment, all right? Maybe it's not so much a disappointment. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and refrain. I'm going to go ahead and refrain from saying that. Oh, no. You know. But, so, yeah, in terms of, that would be kind of interesting. I think it'd be fun to do something like that if I ever had the confidence. If I ever had the confidence to do so, you know, would be fun. Yeah. But actually, you know, what'd be interesting about that though is if people actually really like that kind of thing, I'd actually have the money to actually spend on my damn stream.
Hi,
that I always
I'm
want
the
to spend.
sex, the hefty nutsack to do so.
The hefty nutsack.
0852657 Louis says, "Come on, you're flawless."
Nah. Yeah. I'm flawless. You think so? Oh my gosh, I don't think anybody's ever called me flawless before. Now I'm probably
Una says, "Now that would have
need a
been
blush.
an appropriate slip of the tongue."
I need a blush.
Joe Blonson says, "Cock underscore, balls underscore." Says,
Heavy is the
"Heavy
sack
is the
that
sack
holds the nuts."
Hence a face.
Yes, I love that. Okay, look, I love that take on an old famous phrase. Good job, I love it. Oh, my friend the other day, someone in my Discord, they were talking. They got their first cage.
Joe Blonson says, "How about the hands that hold the sack?"
The hands that hold the sack. Oh gosh, they got their first cage, and I was like, I've never really been into that kind of thing until like they showed like a picture of the actual cage.
Iana says,
And I was like,
on a poster.
oh, I get it. Because it looked kind of like soft and comfy. I don't know if I'd go for like one of the squishy ones, or you know what I mean, the squishy ones where like everything squishes through. I don't know if I'd like one of those. Am I really having this conversation right now? I don't know what I'm doing. Cages are super cute.
Joe Blonson
I never
says,
really kind of.
"Cages are super cute."
I kind of never
especially the
really
pink one.
understood.
Aki says, "Yay, maybe Dawn."
Maybe don't. I mean, you know, I don't think it's something I would ever do. I really don't. But it's kind of. I was like, that's kind of interesting. Seems
Alexander
I arrived at the.
Wildfire says, "Seems I arrived at the right time to hear interesting things."
Wow, you came in at exactly the right time. Yeah, I mean, I get like it's probably for some people, not for me. I've never really been super
Aki
interested
says,
in it, but like
questionable, more like. Joe
questionable.
Blonson says, "Never know till you try."
You just
Shut.
want to see it, the guy. Cages are overpriced.
Says,
Actually,
cages are
oh,
overpriced.
you want to know the crazy thing? What he was telling me was that particular one. I'm gonna go to my NSFW chat because that's where all this took place on Discord, which you can. Does this work in here? Discord. It's probably gonna display it in my.
Alexander
It's probably gonna
Wildfire
display it in my
says,
Twitch chat.
"Come for the goth Femboy.
No, okay.
Stay for
It
the
doesn't.
Femboy in the
Anyways,
cage, I guess."
Yeah, actually, none of my automation is working. I just realized that. That's fucked. Let me see if I can find the cage thing. Because he was like, oh my god. Say, that outfit for fucking Sing Cho is cute. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's so much penis in here. Alright, hold on. Alright, here's the cage thing. Anyways, I think he only paid like $20 for it. It's like, and he said he really liked it. It's not like super metal. It's just it's kind of like a rubber. It's like a pink rubber thing, and it's like really cute. I thought it was pretty neat. And I'm like, oh, I don't do the metal thing because I'm not like into like the bondage. I'm not into bondage a lot. Like I'm not into bondage or metal things. I'm a femboy. I like pink and blue and soft. I'm very soft. I try to be. But that was pink and soft, and you know, we do be
Ina
on about
says,
them pink soft
fun
things.
fact, the very first ever episode of Star Trek is called The Cage.
I know. The pilot episode was The Cage. It's funny. Does that mean we've just come full circle? Man, they would remake The Cage today, and it would literally just be about. Was that was Pike, wasn't it? No, was
Joe
that,
Blonsky
or that
says,
April?
it
I
all
think that was
comes
Robert
back to
April.
cages.
I'm trying to remember. God, it's been so long since I've seen that pilot.
Says, Femboy Star Trek smile.
Yeah, Femboy Star Trek. I look. You guys like Star Trek and stuff. I could talk a lot more about it. Oh, all right, screw it. You know, whatever. I wouldn't usually talk about this on stream because I didn't know
Ina
anybody would
says,
be interested.
Chris Pike.
Was it Pike? Was it Pike or April? Okay, anyways. But, like, yeah, I think it was Pike. Oh, by the way, we didn't even talk about Star Trek, the one with Pike in it. We didn't talk about that Star Trek, which is a banger. It's just straight up
Alexander
good show.
Wildfire says, I feel I must ask, is this the type of stream I need to check for a link for a Twitter/Fansly/Patreon to see examples?
Nah, I don't do anything like that. I don't
Says,
yet.
Chris Pine.
No, we're talking about the captain.
Ina
Strange
says,
New Worlds, thank you.
Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds, fucking good.
Infinity
Just
says,
good Star Trek.
Strange
It's just
New
good Star
Worlds.
Trek. Strange New Worlds is just good Star Trek. Period. No problem. I mean, it kind of had a couple episodes. The only thing is they killed off a character. I really didn't appreciate them killing off, which really sucked. But, you know, that's all right. But you know, Chris Pine plays Captain Kirk in in the movies. Chris Pike was one of the original captains of the Enterprise from like original series. Yeah.
Infinity says, they wanted to make it Planet of the Week like Next Gen.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I like the fact that that's an option, and I like the fact that it does have kind of an ongoing thing that's based off of whatever happened on Discovery, which I thought was fantastic. And it rolls into the actual history of Pike. It's good. It's good. I think it's really, really, really good. But the thing I was going to say was Steam has a demo. It came out a while back of a game called Starship Simulator. It is very, very clearly, very, very clearly inspired by Star Trek. Like, I mean, the ship is basically a Reliant class ship. But, and they have a demo, and I want to stream it. I want to stream the demo of this game because it's super cool looking, super detailed. The guy who's making it is very passionate about it. It's like on a Kickstarter, so take that for whatever you will. But it is literally a simulator
Joe
of being
Blonsky
on a
says,
starship.
Hashtag don't sue us, bro.
But here, let me go on my Steam and I'll kind of show you a couple things from it. It's really cool since you guys are really into this kind of thing. Or you could just go to Steam and look it up. It's just called Starship Simulator. You can download the demo and play it right now. They haven't announced when it's coming out or anything. But there's a lot of work that's already done and it's beautiful. And you can tell it's clearly inspired by Star Trek. But so this is going to be like a thing where you have, you know, yourself as a captain and you have a crew. And I don't know what they're going to do, but like it's like the whole ship has actual systems that actually work like the systems should work. So like it's not like you're gonna have a bunch of switches and buttons and stuff that do nothing. Like everything does something, and it's just something I wanted for my entire life. And I really want to see this happen, and I want it to be what he says he's gonna make it. I want it to be this really cool thing. But let me show you the picture of the ship that they kind of have going on here. Let's see if I can get... Okay, here it is. I can save the image. I'll put it up on my screen here and you guys can see it. And you're going to be like, wow, that is literally like the Reliant class ship from Star Trek. It's missing the nacelles. That's all it's missing. God, listen to me. I'm a fucking nerd. Okay, look. That's the ship. I'm guessing there's going to be different ships. But yeah, you'll be able to have like crew. It'll be multiplayer. You'll be able to have crew. And you'll exist on this starship and you'll explore the galaxy and you'll meet aliens, I'm guessing, and stuff like that. And like you'll have to fight shit. But there will
Says,
he was also
they
talking
defend D.
Yeah, they were talking.
Aki says, why are they flying in a 90s hard disk? Joe
This is the
Blonson
Reliant.
says, that's the Enterprise on a budget.
I'll show you what, if you guys don't know, I'll show you what this ship is actually a kind of a ripoff from. I hate to say it, I want this to succeed, but it's not going to be cool if he copies Star Trek shit. Paramount will come after him if he's not careful. The uniforms here, let me show you the uniforms. And like this could
Infinity
be
says,
maybe
it looks like the saucer section of the Int D.
it's okay, look, it's the Reliant. I'll show you in a second. Let me see if I can get a picture of the uniform.
Iana says, the budget being 50p.
The game is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to play the demo and kind of see what's in it. But I'm gonna give you a look at one of the uniforms, and you're gonna go, okay, okay. If I can find it, I just saw it a second ago. These are all just people in t-shirts now. Oh shit! I'm gonna make myself sound like a fucking moron now. So I can get a screen grab or something. Oh, you can design your own uniforms. Oh, so maybe that's why the uniform looks like Star Trek. Oh, you can design your own uniforms for your ship. That's actually fucking awesome. Okay. But yeah, so I can't find a picture of it right now. But, oh, here's one. Here's one. It's hard to see, but I can show you.
Infinity says, before the Trek conversation ends, we should maybe talk about Orville?
Yeah, I'll talk about Orville in a second. I'll definitely talk about Orville in a second. It's funny. I can't believe I'm talking about any of this, to be honest. Normally, this isn't the stuff that people get into for me. So it's like, yo, I guess it's true. Femboys really are kind of, a little bit nerds. I guess it's true. All right, so here I downloaded. Okay, like we're gonna take a look at this uniform, and you're gonna tell me what you think here. I need to figure out where I saved it though. Here it is. All right, look at this. That uniform looked
Iana
like something.
Says, my bad. I'm sorry for bringing this up.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm trying to actually. This stupid thing is. Okay, I just want the uniform. Oh my god. All right. This one?
Joe
God.
Blonson says, I only see some shoulders.
Yeah, I'm working on it
Aki
because
says,
it's like an
why
awful
is he dressed
picture.
like a Mickey's worker?
It's an awful picture. Okay, there we
Says,
go.
Thoughtful face.
There we go. All right, here. I don't know why it's doing the things it's doing. So, yeah, you can see the shoulders, but the shoulders are what's matter because this is a black uniform with a yellow shoulder. All right? And there's a scene of a character walking with a very similar uniform. This looks like Star
Iana
Trek
says,
uniforms.
God, that looks like an old motion picture Admiral's uniform.
Exactly. So you can see where my concern is coming from with
Aki
this.
says, whatever it's based on, it looks dreadful.
Well,
Alexander Wildfire
okay, fine,
says,
whatever.
It's a Femboy allure. Cute, cuddly, and you can stuff them. Or be stuffed
okay.
by.
So
All
here's
straight for
the
straight and
ship.
top
Now I'm going to show
femboys
you.
out
I'm going to
there.
get a picture of the
Smiley
Reliant.
face, while nerding out about stuff.
I'm going to get a picture of the Reliant. And you guys will understand immediately. Because yes, it looks vaguely like the saucer from the original Enterprise and stuff like that. But there's a reason for that. It's because when they made the Reliant, they were going off a very similar design. But let me show you Let me show you a picture of the Reliant, and you will understand that this is exactly the same ship. Let me find a good image though. I'm trying to find a good one. I'm trying to find one that's basically the same kind of angle. Yeah. And it's hard to find one that's that exact angle. And there's a lot of Reliance in here. Oh, okay, here we go. This is a model, but it is a model of the Reliant. Save
Alexander
image.
Wildfire says, I tried to watch Orville. I get that it gets better / serious after 3 seasons, but it's just too much ha-ha humor for me that wanted a science fiction show.
Here's the Reliant. This is the Reliant. This has the nacelles on it. And right above it, you can see the ship. So
Ian
if you take the nacelles...
Miranda class.
Yeah. Oh,
How
Miranda
many
class,
times
not
did they use
Reliant
that
class.
model in Next Gen?
I was thinking of the name, the Miranda class. It's
Infinity
funny because
says,
they had the
I see
Miranda
it
class.
now.
I think they had a Reliant class, which is a different variant, and then they had the Soyuz class, which was this border cutter thing, which is like in one episode of Star Trek ever. Anyways, but yeah, look at this is like literally just the saucer and the back end of the Reliant. And then it just doesn't have the nacelles. Now, in the game, I did notice that they did have this ship right here that had this like thing above. I'm trying to remember what this is called. But it had this thing above here. And I'm like, the only thing it's missing is the nacelles, the warp nacelles. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So he did kind of just rip off this. I don't know why. But this thing is fully modeled. Like in CAD, it is fully designed in the interior. Every part of it is fully designed. And
Ian
it's like,
says,
holy crap.
Soyuz didn't have the torpedo launcher above.
Yeah, it had the weird phaser, the phaser cannon things on the sides right here. You can kind of see where like it's like right above the nacelles. I remember that.
Joel Glode says, ah yes, the Orville.
Okay, let's talk about Orville for a second. Okay.
Ian says, yes.
I love.
I mean, it's a like, but not a direct ripoff.
It's a direct ripoff. Look, it's a direct ripoff. It's just they took the one part off. That's it's clearly a ripoff. But okay, so here's the thing about the Orville. Seth MacFarlane. So if you guys don't know who Seth MacFarlane is, Seth MacFarlane is responsible for things like Family Guy and a couple other things, Ted and some other stuff. I think he's a very funny guy. I think he's a very, very funny guy. Kind of immature humor sometimes, but kind of hilarious. Now, people are going to be like, oh, I've seen Family Guy and it's kind of awful. Well, if you've seen anything for the past like decade of Family Guy, yeah, it's bad.
Joel Glode says, their replicators can make weed
It's
brownies
bad,
and is more
but
advanced
Seth
than
MacFarlane has
Starfleet
little to
Symbiote
do
can
with
just
Family
give you
Guy
bottles
anymore.
of liquor and packs of cigarettes.
It has little to do with Family Guy anymore. So, because he's got other projects he's been doing.
Ian
Essentially,
says, that ship, space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS
this is knockoff. It's okay. Like if look, I'm not worried because he took the design of it. I'm more worried because this is an incredible project and he's putting his project at risk. He's putting it so much at risk by using something so similar. Those uniforms, it's not, look, Paramount's going to see that shit and they're going to come for him hard. They've done it before, they'll do it again. All right? I don't need to remind anybody here about Axanar, I'm pretty sure. All right? So,
Aki says, people say this like every possible design for everything hasn't been done to death.
I'm not gonna. Look. I'm not gonna go into it. I get that. I get that. Like, you can design your ship however you want, okay? But every line on that thing is basically the ship that the other ship that I showed off. The only thing, and the thing is, I didn't even show you a picture of it with the thing, the stanchion. I think it's called a stanchion. the thing that is above the saucer, right? Once you saw that, you'd understand the only thing it's missing is the nacelles. Okay? But that's it is what it is. It's similar enough, regardless, it's similar enough that
Infinity
Paramount
says,
will come after him.
everything is a little derivative, but he's clearly doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Now maybe I could be wrong about something. Maybe you get to design your own ship when the game's done. Maybe you can design your own ship. But that doesn't make sense either, because he says that everything in the game is meticulously hand designed by him. So like in terms of like its systems and stuff like that, the piping, the electric, all of that stuff that you'll be responsible for, everything that works, you can't just make that up by placing parts wherever, right? That's not going to be a thing that's going to work like that. So I just don't want to see him get fucked. That's my thing, because he's got a great idea. I don't want to see him get fucked. But the thing with the Orville was that Seth MacFarlane wanted to make this show. He got I think Fox to greenlight it, and the show couldn't decide whether it wanted to be a comedy parody of Star Trek.
I have talked more about Trek in the last 2 hours than I have in the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it? But yeah, like he couldn't decide whether he wanted to have a comedy parody of Star Trek or whether he wanted to have a serious like sci-fi show. And the first season really shows that, because the first season you have episodes which are like comedy based, and they're good. I think they're pretty okay. They're not great, but they have the funny moments, and they kind of nail the special effects in the show for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so good sometimes. But there's like things that I love about it. Like I love the little slime dude. What's his name?
Says Seth was involved in the Cosmos reboot too. Maybe he should just do more of that instead.
Possibly. But yeah, I love the little slime dude. I love the fact that like the aliens in Orville feel way more alien than like Star Trek. They feel like way more alien in terms of how they look. But I think it's hilarious, and I'm almost certain this is on purpose. I think it's hilarious how like all the aliens act just like humans essentially when they're being comedic about it. Like the slime, I can't remember the name of him, but the slime guy, I fucking love him so much. He's fucking hilarious. He's a slime. He's a slime that's horny all the time, and it's fucking great.
Joel Blood says, I don't remember what species the security officer was supposed to be. I just thought of her as a Saiyan, but Borch's species had a whole thing.
Bortus's species was like really cool.
Says,
I really
played
like.
by Norm Macdonald.
Yes. Oh.
Joe Blonson says, aliens got the usual problems.
I'm so sorry. I fucking missed the Orville. I know that it wasn't like, for some people, it wasn't what they wanted. I know for some people, just the fact that it was anyway associated with Star Trek means they couldn't watch it, right? And there's people who don't like Seth MacFarlane.
Joe Blonson says, oh yeah, her species has like major gravity on the planet, so she is super strong.
I loved her a lot. At the beginning of the series, like they didn't write the characters like super well, but she got like really cool. I fucking loved her. And then she left the show, and then they replaced her with like another one of one of her species. She's not quite as cool, but I love the fact that she's this like essentially like very small girl. She's this very small girl, but she's strong as fuck. She's like, she could break through like steel doors and shit like that. But she's just this kind of small girl. She has a bit of anxiety. And it's funny because she doesn't, but the fact is like, as the series kind of moves on, they start writing characters in a way that's very fucking compelling, and I really enjoy that.
Joel Glode says, Captain Mercer tells the replacement to crack open this can of pickles, and it's narratively like she never left.
Another thing, so season 1 is kind of weird. Season 2, I think delves way more into like the serious side of things. And mind you, season 1 has some really good like episodes, like very good just sci-fi Star Trek episodes that are just good. Like it has a few jokes here and there, but they're just good. The one where it's basically like a social commentary on social media, actually social commentary on social media, where basically one of the characters, what is he, like the pilot?
Be right back. Got a couple things to do.
All right, no problem, Ian. He says he's like the pilot. I'm pretty sure the helmsman, or no, he's not the helmsman. He's the he's like ops or something like that. But he like goes down to this planet and he like what does he do? He like dry humps this statue, and this whole planet like system of justice is based on likes and dislikes, right? So because everybody saw this on social media, they gave him a bunch of dislikes, and if your ratio likes versus dislikes becomes too skewed into dislike, like you can be arrested, and then you have to do like a social media tour to kind of like bring your ratio back up, and the public has to like forgive you. Otherwise, like there was like some crazy consequence. I don't think it was like execution, but it was like they wipe your mind or some shit like that. It was insane, and it was really fucking good. And it was very good social commentary on basically cancel culture. That's kind of what it felt like. It was super awesome. There was the kind of really too much on the nose about stuff about
Joe Blonson says
some
just
other
a little
things.
re-education.
It was something like that. It was some really crazy fucking thing just because he humped a statue or whatever. But the funny thing is because people give this show shit. People give this show shit and like, oh, it's just like ripping off Star Trek. It's not actually adding anything new to it. Maybe, but Enterprise did the same thing. Yeah, you all remember that? Probably not. But Enterprise had a whole episode dedicated to that nonsense. The fact that like Archer was on this diplomatic mission to this planet, and he brought his fucking dog down to the planet, which proceeded to piss on a tree. And then had to go through this whole ritual where he cut up this tree.
It's actually doing what Star Trek does, just less serious.
Exactly. Like I thought, it was a very brilliant episode. I think the episode was good. It was good social commentary. Season 2 got more serious, added a lot more cool stuff into the Orville in terms of like this actually feels like a sci-fi
Aki
show.
Says, well, I've never watched any Star Trek, so I don't remember. No.
Well, obviously I was talking to people who had seen Star Trek. But so like yeah, as far as like the Orville goes,
Joe Blonson says Satch.
I'm trying to remember second season they did like a whole bunch of cool stuff. I remember like the world ship. Or like there was this ship where basically a bunch of people were like kind of primitive, but it was actually like this generation ship or something. It's been a concept that was done before. But
Ian
they
says,
did that one very
I
well.
has returned from the netherworld of my kitchen.
Welcome back from the netherworld of your kitchen. They did an episode that I really liked, which was basically where they were put into a zoo, which was kind of funny. It was more of a funny
Astolfo
episode,
says,
but
hello.
holy shit, it's literally just fucking Astolfo in my chat. I love you. You're second best femboy on the planet, Astolfo. Welcome to my
Joe Blonson
stream.
says the Astolfo.
Now all we need is Venti, and we got the three.
THX.
We got the 3 top
Infinity
femboys.
Says, eyes.
3 top
Astolfo
femboys
says,
in my
the
stream.
woo.
We would have Venti, we would have Astolfo, and we would have me, of course. I'm the third best, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't actually have that much of an ego.
Joe Blonson says top femboy.
Top femboy.
Says the 3 fembotiers.
The holy
Hi,
trinity of
I'm
femboys.
Assess. Real Astolfo FRFR. 0852657.
Oh, there's lots of great femboys out there.
Here.
There's lots of great femboys.
Ian
There's
says,
Line Chew.
the
There's
Holy Trinity of
Velky.
femboys backslash.
Ilulu.
Astolfo says, great Lamau. Joe Blonson says, shut up.
I'm
You're
happy
the
to
best
see.
femboy.
I'm happy to see Shiri Bun getting a lot more attention too. I'm very happy to see Shiribun getting a lot more attention. But well, Shiribun's not really a femboy. Shiribun's a soft boy. That's how he describes himself. So can't call him a femboy, but I love him. I love him anyway. But yeah, as far as Orville goes, I think it's great, but it's not coming back. You know, it's not coming back. So. Are you. Oh, thank you. But they're. I mean, no. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. I'm fucking probably red. I'm just red now.
Orville on Fox?
Yeah, I think so. Like it took them a long time because of COVID to get season 3 out, and then season 3 was just, or not season 3 was great. Season 3 was a good season. Sorry, I totally missaid that. Season 3 was an awesome season, but we're not going to get any more. Can you imagine Orville doing a social commentary?
I can't imagine Orville doing the social commentary. It did like the trans episode and getting away with it.
Look, I was not going to talk about the trans episode because the trans episode is well-meaning but very poorly executed. Poorly written and poorly executed.
I think it's great when a guy embraces their femininity. Joel Globe says the newest season was on a streaming service as far as I know.
Yeah, it was on Hulu. I was on Hulu. But that was like 2022, right? What was the last season of Orville? Let me look it up.
Says eyes.
Yeah, it first aired in 2017. Holy shit. It's unlikely to return for season 4. It's a really difficult show to shoot. That sucks.
Infinity says, as trans storyboards usually go. Good intent, poor execution.
I can see.
Joe Blonson says, most episodes like that are
I could see where they were going, and I understand what they were trying to do in the episode. Like, it was very clear, but it was so ham-fisted.
What are your interests?
What are my interests? Well, we're currently talking about sci-fi. I love sci-fi. Star Trek, Star Wars, The Expanse, the whole works. I love reading. All that kind of stuff. I'm also very into being cute. Nah. Let's see here. I love video games. I don't like first-person shooters. I clearly do not like Evangelion. Don't even ask. Wow, I'm being such a dork right now. What are my interests? It's kind of weird because you figure, like, as a person...
Stalker says, lol.
You would figure, like, as yourself, you would know what your own interests are.
But yeah, with Fox being what it is, I doubt they'll let anything like that get produced anymore.
I think it's just Seth left the show.
Says,
I think it was too expensive.
Quite the word.
I think expensive was the problem. It was too expensive. And my interests, man. Somebody, come on, tell me what are my interests?
Astolfo says, I think you're a cutie.
Oh, thank you, Astolfo. I appreciate it. Someone look, okay, you're named Astolfo and you think I'm a cutie, and now I'm just turning red.
Joe Blonson
I need to adjust my zoom.
Boys, you love boys.
Oh yes, I love boys. I love girls too, but I love boys.
Infinity says, I was waiting for someone to say it.
Oh my god!
OMG,
you love boys? Oh my god! We are so. You should be my friend.
Astolfo says,
yeah, I love boys. I love boys. Oh my god! Why? Why did you guys have to say anything? Because now all I can think of is boys. Boys. I got boy brain now. What were we even talking about?
Ian says, right.
We were talking about Star Boys.
Now. I am getting really hungry and need to get dinner. Thank you for such
Ian, go get something to
Trust
eat.
Me to leave just as he says I love boys.
Look, don't worry. I actually...
Emma says, I'm going crazy. I'm randomly hearing the BTD5
yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah?
Joe Blonson says,
boy kisser time?
Boys.
Bang.
Boy kisser time. 0852657 Louise says, boy are the most important matter right now.
You guys want some of the,
Says, boy kisser indeed.
Yeah.
Ian says, boys. What was
Welcome
I
to the stream, Astolfo. I appreciate you stopping by and chatting with me. I do. I am a big fan of boys. Believe it or not, boys are cute. I love guys. I love guys. I wanna kiss them and go, and among other things. What do you get banned for? I know what you get banned for on Twitch. What do you get banned for on YouTube? I don't know. I have no idea.
Joe Blonson says, popcorn yellow stripes smile.
Can you even do clips on
Astolfo
YouTube?
Says, all noties on.
Can you even do
Infinity
clips on
says,
YouTube?
Have you done the voicemail copy pasta? Tay.
I have
Hockey
not
says,
done.
a lot of the stuff you've done today.
I have not done the voicemail copy pasta.
Hi, Emma says, boys, cute, who'da thunk it?
I have not done the voicemail copy pasta. I don't think I have not even done a copy
Ian
pasta
says,
yet.
Okay.
Should I do
bye,
a copy
everyone.
pasta?
Until the next one, Tay. It's
Ian,
been great.
I don't know if I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
0852657 Louise says,
I don't think you do
I've done
Twitch.
a few, but it's only for you.
But Sunday I will be doing another
Aki
stream on
says,
Sunday
no, you
at 10
should
a.m.
not.
for Easter, and you get to see my cute Easter bunny outfit with the cute jiggly butt and the cute jiggly butt.
Joe Blonson says, have a good one, Ian.
Midsection. Yes. If you guys, okay,
Says, I think you should make pasta.
for those
because
of you
pasta
guys who
is
use my
delicious.
Discord, or for those of you guys who use my Discord, for those of you guys who use Discord and are
Moby says,
interested in hanging out with me,
0852657 Louise says,
let me get
almost
you an
Zeus.
invite because my Discord command is
Joe
not working
Blonson
because
says,
of course it's
quote
not.
unquote midsection.
Quote unquote
Ina says,
midsection.
Thanks
Yeah.
all. See
I
you
wonder
later.
why. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Ian. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to see you.
Says, see ya, Ian.
How do I get
Keenan
my?
Walker says,
What am I
cute jiggly
doing?
butt, was that part not obligatory?
Oh my gosh,
Joe
I don't even know
Blonson
what I'm doing
says,
right now.
nothing
Okay.
mid about that section.
Invites. Where's the invites? There we go. Oh my gosh. Why? Where's my invite code? Oh my god.
Astolfo says, yeah, boys are cute, but a boy
Did it-
recently broke my heart. Crying face. I'm sad. Breakups are tough, /.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. I'm sorry to hear that you broke up with. I understand. I totally get it. I hope it wasn't like super hard.
Astolfo says, it's okay, /. Aki says, do it myself.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Aki. For some reason, I think it's because I got streamer mode on. I'm really sorry to hear that you.
Astolfo says, I joined Discord.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining my Discord. Thank you, anybody who's be interested in joining my Discord. It's we do stuff here. We actually do stuff. I actually interact with my people on Discord. There's a lot of cool, fun little sections. We're still working on some things in terms of like getting D&D and stuff rolled out and whatnot.
Emma says, the Discord is a great place.
Yeah, we do genuinely hang out here. Voice chat, the whole works. We have movie nights every... You have to look at the schedule. Most of my schedule is there too, so you guys get to see when
Chief
I'm going
says,
live and all that fun
Discord
stuff.
is a very fun place to be.
It is a very fun Discord. Okay, God, brain died. But as far, yeah, no, I it's. I would look. I've had my fair share of breakups with like girls and stuff like that. I haven't had.
Hi, Emma says. Also,
I
Randy
haven't had a
is
bad
scary.
experience with.
It's
with
been 15
boys.
days since the last raider.
Randy random, like 15 days. What am I listening to? But yeah, as far as like the Discord goes, you get to come. It's supposed to be a home. It's a home for people who just don't like. You go somewhere and you feel like you can't be yourself. You can be yourself in my Discord. You know, I mean, obviously there's like rules, so there's certain things you can't be in my Discord. But for most of us who need a place to be where they don't got to be judged by anyone, that's what my Discord is. And I genuinely myself like to hang out with people in the voice chat. I'm in the chat a lot, assuming I'm not working, you know, because obviously I do a lot of work on my streams and all sorts of stuff. And then being a VTuber is being a VTuber is a thing.
0852657 Louise says, I was friends with my exes until they became unalived.
Oh,
Disappointed
oh.
face.
Ooh, that's not. Oof. That's very sad. That's very sad. I have had a very hard time being friends with any of my exes. Mainly because, well, I mean, to be fair, just some of us grew apart, but like the one person that I can think of just treated me really poorly, like abusively, and I really just had to cut them out of my life. So, you know, and sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you can be friends. Like, I know a lot of people who can still be friends with their exes and stuff like that. And that's, I think that's like the best point. Like, that's the best part if you can do that, because that probably means that they didn't do something like super awful to you or anything like that. So, and that's what it's, oh man, I've heard some like super like harrowing stories about people in relationships. One made me cry a little bit about how this person I know just
I'm a
went through a
I've
lot.
been told that I'm nice to a fault.
With a
but
person.
it has yet to bite me this far, fortunately.
What? Has yet to bite me thus far, fortunately. Yeah? There we go. I'll give you a bunch of hearts, Azzy. But, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going. I'm sorry, I lost like most of my train of thought. However, as I said, my Discord is open for anybody. You can come and hang out. Like I said, no judging or anything like that. Just follow the rules, and I think most people, they're pretty common sense stuff. But I am gonna go ahead and I think I'll end stream right here. I have a stream on Twitch tomorrow, again at 10 a.m., where I will be playing Truck Simulator, hopefully with a bunch of people. We're going to do like the multiplayer thing. That'll be a lot of fun. I think Bean said that they were going to be there. And I have a sneaky suspicion a couple other people will probably be there as well. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm talking about Magabi. Magabi is cute as fuck.
Says,
Thank you guys for coming so much.
stream.
You guys have made
Heart.
my stream so fucking amazing. Seriously, they always say it's like, well, the streamer makes a stream. Honestly, I think it's the audience that makes a stream, and the streamer just kind of does their thing.
Gustavo says,
You guys-
5-5-ly.
You guys are so much fun. Thank you so much.
08526557 Louise says, it's
Yeah,
been
no
real fun
problem.
time.
I can't
Thanks
wait
for
to do
doing
more
the
YouTube streams. I can't wait to do more. There's going to be
Gustavo
another one on
says,
Sunday. Don't
bye.
forget. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, whatever that is for you. 10 a.m. I will be
Says,
streaming.
I think Aki makes the stream.
The little Easter.
Keenan Walker says,
Aki makes the
Hey,
stream.
Lon.
Aki does often make the stream. Aki does often make the
Infinity
stream.
says, first
I
stream
have
I
some.
could
I've had
catch.
some amazing streams
Glad I
with
did.
Aki, like collabing with Aki. It's been a good time. But yeah, as far as things go, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This has been a great stream.
Hi,
I've
I'm a
having
Seth.
such a good time.
I'm clicking the hearts at 20 CPS.
Clicking the hearts at 20 CPS.
Hi, I'm a Seth. I don't think it does
But yeah,
anything.
tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be
Astolfo
streaming
says,
some Euro
"Heart."
Truck Simulator with some friends, people who are going to hop in, hopefully.
Joe Blonson says,
Sunday will be
"Thank yous for the
Easter.
stream and
I'm gonna
nerding
do a
out
cute
over
little
Star
Easter
Trek."
stream with my little Easter,
Astolfo
cute
says,
Easter bunny
"THX
outfit.
for the Vince
Not
says."
this one. It's not this one. It's a really, really cute one. You're not gonna want to miss it. It got jiggly parts. It's pretty great. And then yeah, this upcoming week, we'll see what happens. I'll be streaming next weekend. I'll probably
Infinity
be streaming
says,
during the
"Even
week
cuter?"
at some point soon, once I feel like everything's working right. Because clearly I need to fix some shit. Even cuter? Oh man. Thanks for the man. It's not a problem. It's genuinely
Astolfo says,
like I get
stay
it.
safe out there.
You guys
wish you
all
well.
stay safe. You guys all make sure that you are doing what you need. Hydrate. Eat. Don't go on a I don't know where I'm going with this. Be good little shit.
Joe Blonson says,
I usually don't have a problem
"Hydrate."
ending a stream.
Astolfo
feeling
says,
anxious for some
"We'll
reason.
probably talk over the weekend."
It's hard to be even
She
cuter than
says,
oh my
it's
gosh.
hard to be even cuter than you
You're
already are.
making me blush. Oh my
Joe
god.
Blonson says, "Stream Silly Billy."
Wah.
Astolfo says,
I got water. I got so much water, I gotta pee. At any rate, you guys have a good day. And for those of you who join my Discord, I will see you on Discord, and we'll hang out and see y'all tomorrow
Joe
and see y'all
Blonson
Sunday.
says,
Bye bye, everybody.
"Shelter."
Love you. Lem.
Infinity says, "Bay."
I've had a gray hairs for a long time though. I never
Hi,
found
Emma
out
says,
what it
"Bye
was
bye."
I taste like vegetables.
Astolfo
I
says,
don't like.
"You gross."
The town
Astolfo
is
says,
ugly,
"Pee."
and everyone
Astolfo says, "Bye."
me, I'm not there.
Astolfo
Just
says,
watching from
"Mwah."
afar. I can't go home.
Taylani
because
the
I'm
Femboy says,
afraid
"Well, sorry."
something will change.
Me without me, I'm the one to blame.
Boom, boom, boom. Ooh.
I'm kind of stuck on the
Joe
song,
Blonson
and I don't
says,
want to end
"Oh,
it.
just a little streamy."
I'm not waiting for a Santa Claus. I already have the gifts, just can't open the box. I know
All right, I'll actually end it now. Bye bye, everybody.
_train_master says, "Hello, Choo
Unless I
Choo."
just had to do something bad.
Astolfo says,
Rainmaster, what the
"Bye."
hell? Choo
Joe
choo.
Blonson says,
Bye bye.
"Elbow pop, colon, elbow pop." Astolfo says, "You stream on Twitch too?"